Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. And this is a big one, of course, coming up against Brentford at home, Thomas Frank's former team. And I would say, at least from the fan base, he's definitely under a bit of pressure from some of us. And coming up against his own side, you think this is a great opportunity for him to pick up a win. Be nice to get a good performance as well. But at this stage, with where we are in the league table and the last 5 to 6 games where it hasn't gone too well, could definitely do with a win here, even if the performance isn't too great. Looking forward to it when the pressure is on. Hopefully diamonds are made. And also as well, when the pressure is on, it's nice to be able to be here for these type of games, with you guys, because we can sort of ride through it together, the roller coaster of Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, in terms of the lineup, we have the likes of Vicario in goals. We have as well as Pedro Porro and Jet Spence, Mickey Van de Ven, Romero. Bentancur is being picked ahead of Palhinha 2 times in a row now, which I actually was surprised by because Palhinha, you would say, has been one of the best players this season, but for whatever reason, 2 times in a row, he has left him on the bench. And then he has gone for Archie Gray next to Bentancur, which is a surprise. I thought it was going to be one of either Pop Matasar or Bergvall. I thought Bergvall actually played pretty well against Newcastle. And I thought he was going to be picked again for this game. Xavi Simons, though, has returned to the lineup. I think it was going to be huge news if he didn't end up starting this game, but luckily he has. So you can maybe avoid that pressure and that conversation around whether Xavi Simons is really the right guy for him. And then over on the left side, it's going to be one of either Richarlison or Kolomoani, basically 2 strikers in the team up front with Mohamed Kudus joining them. Dave did say it's going to be probably a very right-sided focused game in this one with Pedro Porro and Mohamed Kudus probably having to take on the burden of the creativity, but hopefully Xavi Simons does as well in terms of taking on maybe some of the responsibilities of the creativity. But Dave, I mean, the mood around this game, I think, is probably one of a bit of nerves, I'd imagine, because Spurs need a win and Thomas Frank needs a win. And yeah, just I think a little bit of nerves going into this game, to be honest. But hopefully, while the pressure is on, we see the diamonds are made.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I think we have to understand where these nerves and that is coming from, Jack. At the end of the day, where we finished last season was nowhere near acceptable. We changed manager, we gave him his coaching staff, brought him in some better quality players than what we've given previous regimes and stuff like that, so that we wouldn't be that team this year. And we are very quickly sliding into that team. Now, what I will say is, because of some of the good work at the early parts of the season, that's why Frank is still here right now, compared to maybe if you compare it to Nuno's tenure, why he went and why Frank is still here. Because there's still an opportunity. One win today, we're up in the top half of the table. We've took 4 points out of the 2 games, which many Spurs fans would have said is acceptable. And I think a lot of the noise will quieten down. And I think then Thomas Frank has sort of, throughout this, the whole message he keeps issuing is, it's going to take time, it's going to take time. Then all of a sudden, he'll buy that time if he wins today. However, the manner of the opponent today and what we're up against, it's his former club, which makes it even more of a pressurized situation because they brought in a rookie manager who's never managed at any level
Yeah.
whatsoever before. They're sitting there same points as us in the league. They'll go into the top half of the table if they win today, and we'll ascend further down. They also lost their best players and some of their coaching team that made Brentford work, but yet they're all gone and Brentford are still kicking on, whereas we're failing, we're falling down. And also, we can sit here and say it's all about positivity. Positivity comes from what you're seeing on the pitch. When we were winning at the start of the season, everyone was buying that. I had my bucket hats, my shades out. Recently, I haven't had an excuse to do that, and all the stats, everything else is trending in one direction. We are ascending down the table at rapid pace. And to be honest with you, we can sit here and say it's all on the players. Yeah, they take a good chunk of the responsibility. But also, the way we're set up, we're too pragmatic. We go into every game, we're glazing them in the press conference. We're almost boosting their confidence before they even arrive because we're telling them how good they are and what they're good at.
Yeah.
And then we also show that same respect in terms of how we set up and approach the game. Last 4 games, no shots on target in the first half. Some of the worst XG in the league. This shit can't keep continuing. The pressure is on this bunch today, Thomas Frank, management team and players, to step up and deliver. Brentford are not, they're good at home. They beat Man United, Liverpool down there. But they are not great travelling away from home. We have a shit home record. Today is the perfect opportunity to turn that round. If we don't turn that round today, we are destined for a long, long season. Because
Yeah.
your home form is what helps you get towards that European spots. Your home
Yeah.
form is what helps you get into that top half of the table. And around this regime, we didn't set unrealistic expectations. No Spurs fan did. You pointed out brilliantly earlier on in the pre-match build-up. Most people said top half of the table. We lowered our expectations from what we put on every other man's walking into this football club, and we're still not meeting them.
Yeah.
So, so it goes to show that it's just not working out for whatever reason. The manager ain't getting his message across and the players ain't executing it. That can't keep continuing. Today is the litmus test. Do you have something about you? And can you go and push on? Or is this doomed for failure and we need to make a change? And I think today it decides that. But I'd argue, I'm not enamored by the lineup. I don't think it
No.
strikes confidence in that we're going to go at them and we're going to go after them. It's very clear to me the way we're setting up.
Feels more long ball.
It's
Yeah.
going to be long ball, but a lot of it we're going to rely on Pedro Porro and Kudos down that right-hand side to create everything. Jed Spence isn't going to get forward down that left-hand side, and Richarlison is going to be used to come in and try and get an extra body in the box behind Mawani to try and get on some of the end of these crosses. It's not even really set up to get the best out of Xavi Simons, despite him starting today. That left-hand side is going to be non-existent today. That middle is going to be blocked up today. We are heavily reliant on that right-hand side today. And if that doesn't work, then Thomas Frank has put himself in a world of bother. But we have to go at them from the very beginning. The atmosphere around the place is negative. It's toxic. And I don't blame them. It's based off what we're watching. A good start today will get the fans behind you, and maybe we can turn our fortunes. So from minute one, go at them and don't show them any fucking respect. This is the point we're at now.
Yeah. I think this is a do-over, hopefully, from the Fulham game, because I don't think Fulham are really anything special. I think they're a team that's very beatable, especially when you're at home. You would have to say, like, again, if we're talking about finishing top half of the table, it's one of those teams that you would be expecting them to beat. I know Brentford can be a difficult team to play against, but I would sort of say a similar thing like with Brentford. Like, I don't think they're anything that special, really. And I think they are genuinely a pretty beatable team. And if we don't get a result again today, I do worry about sort of the rest of this December fixture period. These are the games that you would sort of, if you have any confidence in your team, like you would be sort of putting these as kind of the bankers, to sort of be able to put 3 points away, to be honest. So you could maybe see this, Dave, as maybe a do-over really from the Fulham game, hopefully, because that one, I kind of felt like we have to win that game. And then we, of course, did not. I think this one is a similar occasion, similar type of level of opponent, really, like a team that, might be hard, but also should be beatable at the end of the day. Should be
And also,
beatable.
Jack, you look at their centre half, Nathan Collins, and the goalkeeper, Queven Keller, right? They're Irish internationals. Now, Queven Keller, if we're forcing him into saves and he's pulling them off left, right, and centre, which this guy has the capability to do, by the way, then you walk away and you can go, okay, unlucky. We gave it a good bash. We tested the goalkeeper multiple times. He pulled off a lot of worldies. But that Nathan Collins gives up chance after chance. He is not a good centre-back. He's not the most mobile. Decent enough in the air, but can be caught. But in general, if we can't create chances against him, this isn't going to work going forward.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, he is suspect, and we should be looking to get at him. He gives away so many chances. This guy.
I think he gave up a pretty hilarious own goal, I think, against us. I think it was like a Harry Kane shot or something
Burnley,
like that.
remember Burnley gave away a
Yeah.
handball as well when he was at them?
Yeah, I feel like he's actually had some howlers in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, in the past. So hopefully we can see that from Mr. Collins. Let's get to some of the lovely people in the house. Please give us your thoughts on the game and also just in general on the lineup. A lot of people are coming in off of that Aston Villa Arsenal game by the looks of things. And believe me, I was watching it. It's why we were sorry, but a little bit late because selfishly, I also was trying to watch, the end of that game. And boy, was I rewarded. It was very, very funny ending to see there and potentially the start of a very fun title race. Good to see Rodney Martin. Really appreciate you saying Frank will get it right in January. Come on, you Spurs. Brendan Maloney saying putting 1,000 on Tottenham tonight. Definitely. That would be great to see you pull off that sort of type of win. Limpy down under. Buen dia, my boy. Tyler saying no Paulinho again. Shake my head. And Richie starting. Surely we will win, though. I'm going to go for a 2-0. I feel like we got to win, Tyler. So that's where my confidence is coming from, that we'll win because we kind of just have to win this game. Harmless Potato saying, get in. Come on, Villa. Pick up David Jack. Come on, you Spurs. Everyone's become Villa fans today.
Just on Paulinho, though, Jack, and why Tyler brings it up. I don't understand it. He's your most physical presence in the midfield.
Yeah.
You know, you need him in there because there are going to be opportunities for Brentford to break, or there are going to be
Yeah.
scraps in the midfield. So when you need that guy in there to turn that over and keep the pressure on, keep them pinned in their own
I
half.
agree.
You know, I like, you know, the fact that he admitted that he's struggling to find his best 11 and he's still sitting here chopping and changing to find it mid-December. And we've got games every few days and he's had nearly 30 games from the start of preseason to now and he doesn't know his best players. And, you
I
know, he's
agree.
dropping what you would arguably say is his best midfielder, the guy that's come in and actually provided a bit of skill that we've lacked in years gone by. And he's dropped them out of the team. It just leaves you scratching your head all the time. It's
I
absolutely
agree.
insanity. You're a guy under pressure. Put your best team out there to try and go and win you games.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I think as well, like I brought up in the predicted lineup that I think with Palhinha, like in case hopefully we do have the majority possession this game, he's just a guy that can just be that extra cushion for Van de Ven or Romero. If we do fly forward, he can be a guy that can break up some counterattacks for us, just be that extra bit of steel if need be, in case there are any dangerous counterattacks from this Brentford team. Because I hope that we're the ones that dominate the ball a
Yeah.
bit more. But then having someone like him back there just to sort of give you that extra cushion could be nice. And then dealing with these long throws that they're so good at as well, just having a no nonsense type of defender like Palhinha, who is physical, could also be a big help because they're going to have big, tall center backs
Yep.
in the box, and just having someone like Palhinha there could be a big help. Not saying though that Bentancur can't do that, but we just know that that is Palhinha's strength, is just being an absolute monster defensively. And I agree. I felt like this game was actually crying out for Palhinha, and then you could sort of give someone like a Bergvall and Xavi Simmons, a bit more license, a bit more freedom to get
Yep.
forward, knowing that you had someone like him in the anchor role for this game. So I completely agree with your points there. Stevie D saying Gooners lost and a Spurs win hopefully today.
Come
It
on, boy.
if Carlsberg did weekends, because Stevie D, he's saying love the commitment, boys. Overseas fans matter. Thank you, Steve D. Really
Yeah.
appreciate you, my man. Shemi Tan, good to see you in the house. Hopefully we're getting kebab orders in after today. Shemi Tan, Skunk Works is in here. AK Shags saying shame about the Arsenal. Big up AK Shags.
Shame about the Arsenal.
J Mac is in the house. He's saying the crumble and will always be on the menu for that mob. Super Yid. Big up to Super Yid. Trinidad's in the house. Really appreciate you, Trinidad. Dennis was asking for Stevie's YouTube channel. I think we put it towards the end of the
Yeah.
panel show there.
It's
Big
like
up,
funny.
Dennis. He's saying I didn't know we had a Tottenham American YouTuber. Well, if you didn't know, if you can't tell by my accent, I'm also a Yank, but I appreciate the inclusion. Like I said, Trinidad saying crunch game. We all know it. Glad to be sharing this roller coaster with you guys all
Yeah.
season.
Big
We
up.
love it. Really, guys. Big up, Trinidad, man. That's very, very kind words. K32 is in the house. Big up to you, K32. Hello, Dave and Jack and everyone. Arsenal lose. So great to start the weekend already.
Good start.
Let's make it better now with the win for the Mighty Spurs. See, that's the thing, right? You see Arsenal lose first game of the weekend. And then if we pick up a much needed win today, weekend's already set and planned. Go off
Yep.
and enjoy it. Big up, K32. Andrew Burnett. Big up, gents. Big up to you, Andrew. Hopefully everything's all right with you. Really do
Big up,
appreciate
Andrew.
it. Tyler saying our best midfield was Palhinha, Sarr, and Bentancur, and he has swayed away from that. Start of the season, we absolutely bossed opposition midfields. I completely agree with you, Tyler. Completely agree. Jay Bear John saying, morning, lads. Great day to get 3 points. Another lineup chosen by the Magic 8 Ball. Let's effing go. It is
Honestly, that's what
actually,
it
that's a
seems
great
like.
metaphor for it, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You obviously had the same in America, right? You had that eight
Yeah.
ball and you
Yeah.
shake it. Yeah.
It seriously is. It is
What it
like
seems like.
a fortune teller of what the midfield will be or what the team lineups will be. Shawnee Maddox saying, I'm more confident now seeing Xavi starting, but still having to rely on Richie is becoming depressing. This is the thing with Richarlison is that I think he even said he's actually in good form. Thomas Frank and I sort of laughed and chuckled at that because yes, for Charleston, he's actually scored some goals, but it's like his overall play, you're just like sometimes like, ugh, this is hard to watch. But to be
He's the
fair
club's
to
top
him,
goal scorer, though.
he's scored the majority of the goals of the forwards this season. So it's a bit of a
He's the
conundrum,
club.
that one.
He's the
Sean.
club's top goal scorer. You have to play him, whether we like it or not.
He's the one scoring goals, and then Colomboani's the one who's more pleasing on the eye to watch in general. But it is a conundrum where Charleston is still the one that is putting it in the back of the net. To be fair, so it's a tough one. There, Shawnee Maddox. Good to have you with us, my man. I think
Yeah.
Dave is right. The Lodgerman, maybe it's Chris. No, I don't think it's Chris. It's maybe someone else. But again, YouTube has switched back to these usernames, so sometimes it's hard to tell who's who. But really appreciate your support. Thank you for the super chat. Saying, to be honest, I think this lineup is more attacking than we've had recently, except for Spence. everyone is forward thinking, in my opinion.
Fair point.
That you could say. Like, I think Archie Gray and Paulinho is maybe a bit defensive, to be honest, really. But Xavi Simons, of course, is definitely a welcome addition to the attacking lineup. He definitely will bring that creativity. We know what Mohamed Kudus will do. Pedro Porro, of course, as well. We know is a very forward-thinking player. And then I did say, even though I would have gone with something else personally, I did say, like, with Brentford having these big, tall center backs that will sort of crowd the penalty area, having two strikers, having two guys that do feel comfortable in and around the penalty area to attack balls from crosses in and just sort of, trying to overwhelm them could be a welcome addition to this game. Like, maybe it is not a bad way to go about it if you're trying to score goals inside the penalty area this game. And especially if Brentford are going to sit really deep and sit far back, maybe having two big, tall strikers could be
I,
a help.
I do understand the logic behind it, especially with Jed Spence at right back. We're not going to be going fast down, so it probably rules out Udeberg playing there because you're not really going to get the most out of him. But the problem I have is it's so right wing reliant, and it's the way we were under Ange last year, where we were left wing reliant.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
It's so easy to set up against. So, in theory, the idea is Mwani gets in there, Richarlison comes out on the left, he gets in at the back post and hopefully nicks a couple of chances. But if they double up or triple up down that side with Porro and Kudos, it's so easy to stop us being able to get the ball in the box, to have to execute our game plan. And that's where my problem comes in with this. Now, I know playing Xavi Simons in the middle, but what good is that is if the game plan is naturally to funnel it out to the right-hand side anyway. You know what I mean? You're not really getting the best out of them. So that's where I agree to a certain extent that when you look at it, Paulinho is out. He's probably the most defensive-minded of the midfield. Bentancur, you would argue, between him and Paulinho is more sort of forward-thinking, although not massively forward-thinking right now. Gray does play forward a bit more, I suppose, from that double pivot as well. He's got Richarlison out there and stuff like that. But what good is the game plan if it's just one wing orientated?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I sort of worry that this is just going to be a game of long throw-ins and set pieces, and whoever can deal with it the best. Because we're in the same position we were with Ange Postecoglou last year, where it's so easy to stop Tottenham.
Yeah, absolutely. Richard saying, big up from the Kingdom boys. Hope we can cope with Brentford physicality. Big changes yet again. Big up, Richard. He seems to not be too happy, though, with maybe the over rotation. Colin Turner, always good to see you, Colin. Hopefully everything's all right with you. AK Shek saying, I'm hoping Richie and Xavi can link up well on the left. Yeah, there's always that hope. Shawnee Maddox saying, lies, Jacko's from Southern Canada. That's Seattle. That's very funny, actually. I haven't heard that roast of Seattle before. Pick up Sean. Brett Loft is in here. Pick up boys. Hoping for another Borathon. No, Paulinho and Bergvall is a big worry. I kind of thought that was going to be the lineup today. I was confident in my predicted lineup. I was like, I think he's going to go with Paulinho because he started Bentancur midweek. And then also it just felt like since Bergvall had a good game, and again, this is coming from, I know a lot of people are huge Bergvall fans. I think I'm kind of neutral on the guy. I do really like him, but sometimes I think he can get a little bit overpraised. I thought he had a very good second half against Newcastle. I think he kind of grew into the game, really. And there's so many times when you can't fault him for, he is a guy that always is trying to go forward. He is a guy that always is trying to progress the ball. And I felt like if we're struggling with that, having someone like Bergvall in the team could be really helpful for a game like this, playing at home as well, when you want to have the handbrake taken off a bit more. Bergvall is a bit of a handbrake off type of player, I would say. And I'm surprised that he's been left on the bench, really. And Archie Gray, like, I don't think he's done anything wrong per se, like Archie Gray, in recent games, but I did feel like Pat Matasar going to AFCON, you probably want to get the most out of him before he leaves. And then also with Bergvall playing well, I was just surprised that Archie Gray has started this game. No shame on him.
Papa Matasar must be shagging Frank's daughter. He must have walked home one day and seen him in the bed with her, because he just won't play him for whatever reason, despite what he done pre-season at the start of the campaign, being involved in nearly every game, turning ball higher over up the pitch. And we were winning games back then. All of a sudden, take him out. Now we've got 3 wins in 14 and still persistently refuses to put him in the lineup. Now, I don't know whether that's him being stubborn. I'm not quite so sure, but it's actually becoming to his own detriment. Now, when it comes to Bergvall, I understand what you're saying, that he provided a hell of a lot of energy the other night, and you would argue same against PSG, but the same problem persists with him. He loses the ball far too often.
I agree though.
And that's where I think he doesn't get into the lineup week in, week out. If that guy could, do a lot better on the ball in some of the positions he gets in, he would be starting week in, week out. And I think that's why he's not starting today when it comes to Lucas Bergvall. But I'd also argue, if we're at the point where we're praising energy,
Yeah, it's never good.
it shows this is done.
I agree with you though on the Pop Montessori thing, where it's just there has to be conspiracy theories at this point as to how he's just been left out of the lineup so many times at this point. Because in the early stages of the season, Thomas Frank had a lot of praise for the guy, right? You sort of saying, this is a guy that can really come into his own this season, someone that he really seemed to have a lot of praise for, and now all of a sudden he just doesn't seem to pick him that consistently, really, and it is a huge surprise. There was also, I think, a chance that potentially someone like Tell could have come into the game. Said some people in the chat. Tell did provide a bit of spark off the bench as well. I think that was always a long shot, but maybe he can come in off the bench for this one. So I don't know. Maybe the forward lineup. It was always hard with Odebear, Tell, Richie. None of them are great options at the minute.
The problem is Jed Spence.
Yeah.
If you play Tell or Odebear, they're looking for that ball to feet to go direct. That ain't coming to feet with Jed Spence there. With him naturally being right-footed, it's being funneled back into midfield and funneled back across the other side. So it actually effectively takes your left winger out of the game. And I think that's why Richarlison has been chosen, because you're taking him out of the game in the attacking sense. So the only other option is to then get him to sort of funnel in and, get into the box and create that extra number. So I think that's why Richarlison is being picked over an Odebear or Tell, because Spence playing there at left back effectively takes them out of the game.
The guy that sent in the super chat was Chunky Cheeks. He's now clarified. A Chunky, good to have you, man. One of the best names, one of the best usernames just out
Why
there
is
in
YouTube
general.
mixing everything up? This is my problem, Jack. Like
the game's gone.
We know everybody's name, and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden YouTube says, "Well, that's far too easy. Let's just fucking." It almost feels like they've got Frank in charge of YouTube at the minute. Let's just throw out random usernames so no one knows anyone anymore.
It's over rotation in the YouTube department. Apparently, it just has to do with they want everyone to have a unique user ID, but I don't know. It just seems like the game.
Chunky Cheeks was a unique.
I know.
Any other Chunky Cheeks out there?
Yeah, how many Chunky Cheeks are there? Seriously, I agree. The other thing too is it kind of gives the. I know this is a tiny rant about things that aren't Spurs, but we're almost near kickoff here, so might as well get it in now. But it seems like it's one of those things where they just are paying people just to mess with stuff, when things are going right, then you just have guys that are just sitting around. So then they're like, might as well just fuck this up, I guess I'm not being, paid to, just stand around here. Might as well just change something that was totally working. So I think that's what has happened here is you're just paying people just to mess with stuff that doesn't need to be messed with. Really, that's the vibe I'm getting from YouTube at the minute. But good to have you guys all. And of course, Dave and I, it's part of one of our jobs is to try to remember you guys and to try to get to know you. So we really do appreciate you guys for picking us as your watch along destination. And hopefully we pick up a good win here. Adel Fan is in the house. He's saying, come on, you Spurs from Hamburg, Germany, up there, nice and north, nice and cold. Hopefully you're enjoying a good Spurs win tonight. Adrian Chia saying, how's my username coming up? Big up, lads. Come on, you Spurs. I can still recognize it as Adrian Chia. Big up to you, Adrian, and really do appreciate you tuning along. I know you're out in Singapore, I believe, so big up to you, man. Wow. Good to have you with us. But we're about to get kicked off here, so I'm just going to
come on, Spurs. Let's
try to sync us up as best I can.
There's so many empty seats in that stadium. It's madness.
Yeah, people are probably still watching the Arsenal game. They're watching the highlights from that.
Look, that whole stand there. There's a lot of the top tier of that is empty. That's mad. I wonder if Spurs fans are still clawing their way in, or does anyone know if there's loads of tickets left on the website or anything?
Yeah, ticket exchange.
Oh, good turn. Well done, Archie. Great. Good ball into Richie. Good layoff to Moani. Moani to Simmons. Moves that ball on out to Pedro Porro. This is the fast start we needed. Can Porro find the cross? Back to Mo.
Xavi Simmons moving about already. Getting into pockets.
Well, look. It's a good, bright start. Plenty of energy. That's what we like. Great. Good ball. Keep it moving. No need for 10 touches. Moves it on to Porro. Porro looks to go in behind for Xavi Simmons. Not a bad idea. It's cut out. Bentancur keeps it alive. Can Kudos hold it up? Tottenham throw in. Let's go. Come on, Spurs. That's a better start. That's encouraging. Let's have it. How long can we keep this going for? Porro into Richie. He's always on the half turn when the ball's coming into him like that. Sometimes he just needs to hold it up. He gives it away. Kelleher goes long. Looks to put it in behind Jed Spence.
Wonders
if this is going to be a common theme. Would Jets bench let it roll out? Yeah, he doesn't want to put Vicario under that pressure.
No, I wouldn't
Vicario's
either.
probably standing
I
there,
wouldn't either. Not
"Oh,
like the opening minutes
Timo."
from last game. I wouldn't either. Uh, Big up to Tony. Thanks for becoming a Flat Cap member. Really
Big up,
appreciate you,
Tony.
Tony. Very generous support. Lazy 8 saying, hands up, it's on me, lads. I've been screwing around with the world's YouTube usernames when I'm at work just to piss off the two of you.
Nick, can you put in a word for us, actually, to tell him just to stop tinkering with that, please?
I watched a video on it, Lazy 8. I'm not going to bore people with kind of the real reason they've done it, but, I thought it was a little bit BS, to be honest.
Fair. Big up
But
Tony
I
Olo
don't
as
need to
well.
bore people with that sort of nonsense. Like I said, the game's gone, Nick. The game's gone.
Big up Tony Olo. Appreciate you becoming a member as well, my man. Good to see you around these parts.
I'm just going to refill my coffee and I'll be right back. Hopefully nothing
Work
crazy
away.
happens while I'm gone. Big long ball over the top.
In behind Pedro Porro's head.
They're already
It's a
scaring
ball
me.
in.
Oh,
Romero.
dodgy clearance from Romero. He's offside.
He's offside anyway, I think. Yeah, we'll have that. Thank you. Shot it there. Go and get Roman into offside. Porro makes me nervous whenever I see them balls being dropped in over his head because I just have no faith that he's going to be able to adjust his positioning to be able to deal with it. Keith Andrews, he's doing his best Thomas Frank impression. He's got the same hair. I wonder if it's the same barbers or hairdressers. He's gone with the gilet as well, or the padded coat. He really is mimicking himself in the Thomas Frank image here. Romero. Back onto Porro. Moves that ball to Kudos. Good return, or to Simmons. Good return ball to Porro. Porro tries to go over the top for Moani. Looks like Moani's actually playing off the left-hand side, believe it or not, with Richarlison straight through the middle. Mickey van de Ven getting bullied here. Deals with it nice in the end. Come on, Jedi. Well done. That's ours, ref. No way. Has he given them a throw? And he's bought that one. He bought that one, Lino. Brentford pressing us up here into this corner. Not giving us an easy ball out.
Shemtan saying, someone please explain to me why Frank keeps dropping the players that are doing good and then keeps trying to play the ones that aren't doing very much. Makes no sense. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. Shemi, look, good play by Colo.
Spence, good return ball. Richie holds it up.
Good hold up play by Richie.
It off the Gray.
Wasn't the best of balls into him.
No, moves it on to Romero. Let's play it forward with a bit of pace here. On to Porro, slows it right fucking down. Open up your body and play down the line. Vic moves it back onto Mickey van de Ven. Can we get the ball to Moani's feet? He looks like
good ball in a Jets fence. Lots of space for Jedi.
Moani goes on the overlap. Is he going to feed him? No, he cuts inside, moves it into Bentancur.
Oh my Lord, man. Jesus Christ, he couldn't get the ball under control.
Oh, it's like watching Bambi on ice at times. Fucking
can't even get a good first touch in, especially Bentancur of all people.
There's no one around him. I just thought
he dispossessed himself there. He possessed himself.
Oh,
Jesus, Bence.
Well done, Porro. Good defending.
Good touches there from Bentancur. Classy control. Much better. That was a good breakaway, though. It's a shame. Lee Harvey, 22 months as a fan show member. They got Lee. He's saying, we need a win today, guys. Good to see Xavi starting, but Frank needs to get victories starting now. And I want to see Dave in the shades again. Hope you're both well. 100%, Lee. Actually, great reminder. That's how bad a form we're in. I mean, when was the last time Dave got the shades out?
Exactly. I haven't been able to whip out the shades or the bucket hat lately. It's been very, very frustrating, Lee Harvey. You know,
it's all this XG nonsense. I mean, it's just going to be doing shades, like how many shades, if we had? Very few.
Yeah, forget all the other stats. How many times have I got to get out the shades? That's what we'll determine Frank's future on.
100%. Great comment, Lee Harvey. Thanks for the longevity of support. That actually really cracks me up. No point talking about the stats anymore. How many times have we seen the shades rocking? End of story. Conversation over.
He's got to be off. Lino's about 30 yards behind play as well there, by the way. What's he doing? His only job is to be in line with the defenders. Van de Ven. Good pass forward to Xavi Simmons.
Good touch by Xavi Simmons.
Come on, Colo. Great play by Xavi. Good ball onto Porro. Can Porro get it across? Hits the first man yet again. He's becoming Ryan Sessegnon for fuck's sake.
I said this in my predicted lineup, Dave, that I said, we all know that Pedro can be a little bit...
video, by the way. I watched it.
He can be a little bit dodgy defensively, but I think the most frustrating bit is it feels like his crossing has just been so underwhelming this season.
Well, that's frustrating me, Jack, because that's the whole basis why you continue to pick him.
Why you pick him now?
It's because he does more for you going forward, more so than what a lot of our attackers do. But when he's not even doing that, then there's There's no real justification behind it. Anyway,
Exactly.
set piece here.
Set piece, though. Can the crosses be better from the set piece?
We do have some big guys in there that can get on the end of it. Richarlison, Mawani, Bentancur, Romero, Van de Ven. It's a ball near post. It's dealt with by Brentford.
Not a bad ball.
To Mawani. He's going to swing this in first time.
Heavy, too heavy.
Oh, Richie nearly makes the
Didn't
best
deal with it that well, though.
He's looking to pull the volley there.
Thought about it, but he knew Frank would get mad.
I would have condoned that if he did, to be fair. I would have condoned it. You know me.
Oh, we definitely would. Frank wouldn't.
Mawani. Not a good ball. Rich. Oh, Van de Ven, is it? Oh, loops over. That's better. It's better from Tottenham. So this is what we want to see. See, we can play like this when we want. So let's see more of this.
Shawnee Maddox saying it sounds like we've been struggling because Dave has not been wearing the shades. We have to start blaming the fans.
No, Shawnee. We're struggling because of all your delusion at the start, Sean. Do you want to know why we're really struggling? It's because I constantly do it in pro clubs. You get shot, anything falls in, pull the trigger. You know, that's what we're not doing, Shawnee. Not pulling the trigger. Bentancur, he's not done well. Got
away with that one again.
Van de Ven.
Mawani went for the flick.
Gets benched. That'll do.
Get onto this Xavi.
Oh, ref. You, ref. These refs are soft.
Play on, man.
They think they're refereeing netball. It's seriously disgusting.
Let the boys play. Let the boys play, ref.
Let the game ebb and flow. Isn't that the commentary saying? Let the game ebb and flow.
Seriously.
Kelleher. We need you big time in March, buddy. Not today. You can play shit today.
Yeah, let a few in today.
My missus is working. She's in there singing the Van de Ven song. It's how catchy these tunes can be.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Win that. Oh, no. Well done.
Please deal with it, Richie.
Good ball.
Xavi man on. Good idea.
Yeah, you had to do that. There's no
good
way.
Idea. No, you could have.
Would have been bullied.
Hey, good.
Well done.
Hey, way to bully Coyote. Well done, Xavi.
Good ball. Quick throw. Frank won't like that.
Not
good ball. Flick on by Mawani. Into Richie. Get your head up. Kudos is there. Please get your head up quicker.
Richie, man.
Please.
Richie. Surely is it not a corner?
It's gotta be. Oh,
if it's not even a corner, man. Richie, come on, son.
By the way, that's brilliantly played from Xavi Simons there. Nice quick throw in. Oh my God.
It's the most obvious corner I've ever seen. What the fuck is the referee doing here?
That's shocking. PGO Moel, they made a mistake against Newcastle and they still can't even get decisions right. Frauds.
I think referee is struggling to see he's taking too many steroids.
Oh, he's no excuse for hair being in
the gym
he's
a little
got
too
one
hard.
of the sharpest haircuts I've ever seen for live TV. Yeah. It's a joke.
I think the referee needs to ease off the weights a little bit. It's looking a little too bulky.
Well done, Colo. Well done, Colo. Or Kudos, sorry. Van de Ven, good ball on Spence.
It's a good pass. Jet isn't ready for it. Needs to get on his bike there. Good ball by Van de Ven, in my opinion. Artist T has joined the chat. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Aris. Hopefully you keep well, sir. Come on, Rich. You get the pressure on Kelleher there. Put pressure on him. He's useless in possession.
Oh, they play out so easily. So much time as well. Jeez, where's the whole midfield?
Yeah. Brentford moving it down our left-hand side here. It's Coyote on the overlap.
Good pressure. Is that Cole Mawani?
Give us a goal kick, you twit. Give us... Oh, my fucking
God, he doesn't give that.
You tell him, fuck off. Exactly.
You have to praise Colomwani for... He's probably the hardest working of the forward players the time that he's been here.
And he's the one player I would give license to not track back, by the way.
Yeah, because
he's the one player I'd give the license to not track back.
Because he's easily the most technically skilled. But one thing I've been very impressed by is like the fact that he is only here on loan, and he really has worked his tail off.
Big up Simon Coley, good to see you. Sean Pierce is in the house, and also Fazzy Radfar, good to see you. And Mr. Larson, great to see you.
Good to see you. Mr. Larson, good to see you. Simon.
Can we get up there? Can we compete? It's towards the back post. It's still alive. Van de Ven.
Got to jump, man.
Oh, it's a ball hooked in behind Richie.
Let it out. Good strength.
Brilliant, Richie. Good strength.
Good strength.
Right, let's take our time. Let's, settle down, get people up the pitch, and then let's move it again.
Lee Harvey with the super chat saying, guys, do you think there's an agenda with these referees? 100%, man. I mean, the Newcastle game, just how like, this is what you think, right? That Newcastle was given as a penalty. Think of that West Ham game where we saw Van de Ven and Romero being dragged down 2 separate times and it wasn't given as a penalty. And then somehow that one with Bentancur, Dan Burn is given as a penalty. It just baffles the mind, really. Like we saw Romero and Van de Ven being dragged to the floor on 2 set pieces versus West Ham. And then that one they give as a penalty for Bentancur and Dan Burn.
Shouldn't we get a goal disallowed because Mickey Van de Ven was pushed into the back of somebody?
Yeah, that's what I mean. But then there was another instance like minutes later where then Van de Ven literally was just absolutely just dragged to the floor and they just didn't even look at it whatsoever. And it was more of a foul than the Bentancur one on Dan Burn. It was completely obvious. So
and look, Lee, I'll be honest.
We never get penalties either.
I've been saying this for years. I think to everyone that's in the makeup.
Good challenge from Romero. What a challenge.
Easily giving away a penalty there. That's fucking brilliant. I've been saying this for years, Lee, and I know at the time when I brought it up, everyone was sort of mimicking me. Dave, get your tinfoil and put it around your race, your rice strainer, and fucking put it on your head and stuff. But you know, I've said this consistently. You go back and look at the atrocities that the Premier League have committed against us, all the way back to Lasagna Gate, you know, stuff like that. The Premier League hit us. We don't get to. You go back to the Conference League. Arsenal were allowed to postpone a North London derby. Yet we weren't allowed to postpone a game against, I think it was Leicester, so that we could continue playing in Europe. Yeah. You know, the rules don't get applied the same to Tottenham as everybody has. And I think it's the same when it comes to
Romero.
Big up, Lee. Let's go into Xavi.
Behind him. Well done, Xavi.
Xavi, no. Kudos, go down. Could have went down there. Oh, Moses beats him easy. Puts in a good ball. Richie on the chest, on the volley. Block. That was a handball. Handball, ref.
Oh, Xavi couldn't make his mind up. Well done, Bentancur. Good recovery.
There was a hand up there like he's the Statue of Liberty. Can we get a VAR check, please?
Good clearance.
I need a VAR check. Brentford are on the break here. This is trouble, though. It's 3-on-3. Can Mickey Van de Ven hold the ball up?
Well done,
Bentancur. Good positioning.
Good turn, Xavi.
I need a replay of that. There's a handball in there. Go on, Spence. Go on, Jed.
He's getting forward this game, to be fair to him. Well done, Jed. Come on, son.
Brilliant. Really, now can we get a VAR check, please? Now can we have a VAR check? It's definitely a handball in here. Let's have a look here now.
By Kudos, just maybe not
the
best first touch.
In there. Brilliant touch.
Actually, it is a good touch.
Oh, yeah, they won't show us when it hit the Brentford player there and he's putting his arm behind his arse again. Typical. Fuck me. They can't even give us the right replays anymore. You know, to Lee's point, I go back to when we had West Ham under Jose Mourinho. They literally spent like 25 minutes looking for a reason not to give a penalty. They hate us. Porro with a delivery here. Let's get a good delivery. Come on, Rami.
Shemtan saying, how many penalties have we been given since Harry Kane left? That's a very good point. Yeah. Like, we never
Jack always. You always.
I don't even know who our penalty taker is.
No, exactly.
That's how few we get.
Yeah, that's so true.
We sort of forget, like, oh yeah, penalties. That's right. You can get those.
We don't even know who our penalty taker is because we get so few. You're absolutely spot
We forget that, like, penalties are even, I mean, it's just, forget that we even can be given them. Oh, that was a good ball from Pedro Porro. Colomwani just got maybe caught off balance or was shoved off balance by Shota. And then he cleared it away, Kevin Shota, luckily for us. Another set piece, but Colomwani almost got onto that. He just got shoved in the back there.
VAR check, penalty, no? Dan Burn. Well, what's not a penalty now inside?
Yeah, seriously. Right? Yeah, what isn't a penalty at this stage? Fair point. Set piece for Spurs. Kudus looking to whip it in, but we play it short.
No, it's way over here, Richie.
Almost overhit, but Richie was in the back post. Good strength from Colomwani. Very good strength.
He gives it straight to him.
There we are.
All right, pick up your throw. Pick up your corner. Oh, he doesn't.
Stays in.
Still in. Back to...
Have a hit.
Have it, Xavi!
Oh.
I don't mind it. Let's ask questions. It's more like it. Spurs fans are loving it there, look. Getting up, high-fiving each other.
We're like, we got a shot.
We shot from outside the box.
Had 2 shots.
I put a $5 on that today. I'm after winning big.
had 2 shots. Richarlison, and now this one. What's the XG looking like, everybody?
It's probably still 0.0 something.
Yeah,
All we're
it
doing
probably
crossing
is.
the ball.
We're probably edging close to 0.1.
If ref buys that. Thank you, ref. It's better from Tottenham, though. It's better. This is what I'm asking for. Bit more front foot thinking.
Skunkworks, at halftime, Xavi Simons is going to be Bart Simpson. I must never shoot from outside the box. That's
He'd
very
probably
funny.
be taken up for that at halftime.
Spence, he's been given a lot of freedom.
Oh, you got to give that to Moani quicker. Let him just go and cause us trouble with space. Let's go.
There you go, kid.
Good ball.
Kudus.
Good find there by Moani into Kudus.
Archie Gray getting forward. Kudus.
What's he doing over this side? Into Moani.
Love it, Moani.
Holds it up well. Xavi, can he just put that in behind?
Taking his time, recycling it. I don't mind it.
Romulus, back to Xavi. No option but to go back there too.
It's all right. Let's just hold on to possession here. Don't kick it long, please.
There we go. Good ball, Van de Ven. Into Moses.
Well done, Kudus. Move it quickly now.
Do you notice we're not taking too many touches on the ball today? Everyone's sort of, good
ball.
Good
ball from Romero.
Romero.
Richarlison, not a bad take. Can he find someone in the box?
Pick on the edge of the
area.
box. Oh,
have a hit, man.
Kudus to Porro. It's just over hit. Oh, it was a good pullback by Richie. Porro swings it back post. Overhits it. Jet Spence, great take. Now, right forward. Get it in. Pulls it back to Gray. Gray whips it in. It's a good ball. Oh. Bentancur could have pulled the trigger there. That was a great pullback by Richie.
Yeah, I think he should have. Especially if you're going to lay it off to Kudus, who's left-footed there. It's just not the right option. If it was a Xavi Simons coming onto it, then it would work. Good play by Bentancur, though, and Porro.
Let's go, Rodrigo. Come on, there we go. Marauding forward. He's looking for options. No one sprinting a fucking
He's making a run here, though. Play him. Play Bentancur.
Starting to just play a bit more safer. Romero, good ball out. Porro. Forward only.
It was a great ball earlier by Romero to Richarlison.
We don't see that too much, though.
No, we don't see that.
We need to see more of that, don't we? There we go. Good football. Moving it very quickly across the back line here today. I'm impressed with this. On to Moani.
Jedi.
Give it to Moani. Oh, come on, Jed. Too slow.
Jedi in a half space here. Taking a risk.
Guy thinks he's a winger.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh.
To the top. Surely we can deal with this. One abuse.
Someone. Thank God.
Spence is trying to get forward limpy. I agree.
Yeah.
He's been given a lot of space down this left side for whatever reason.
I think it's one of them. I think Brentford just fancy themselves beating us playing counter-attack today.
Nearly really good steal there from Kolo Muani.
Good endeavor.
He's playing off the left. Richie seems to be playing through the middle.
Yeah.
Jet Spence with a big switch of play to Kudus. Brings it down well.
Andrew, what are we watching? Who is this team?
Yeah, this is, to be fair, the standard is low, but this is a lot better.
But yeah, I could watch this. I could get behind this and give Frank time watching this.
Yeah, seriously.
Good ball
Kolo, getting forward. Come on, son.
Come on, Kolo. Skin him. Good ball, good ball.
Kudus.
He takes out his own fucking
Yeah, you don't mind it. Oh, ref.
He's punched him straight in the head.
Ref. It's not our fault. He punched his own player. Seriously, though. Like that, they're just lucky that they're getting away with that. He better be taken off the pitch.
Oh, brilliant.
He better be taken off. No, he better be taken off the pitch. If he's just...
It's a great ball by Moani, though. That's what causes the issues. Good touch. Good ball. Brilliant.
I think he's faking it a little bit. He did get kind of clobbered there, but he better be taken off because we had a good opportunity there to get another shot.
They do hurt, them ones.
Kelleher punch to the back of the head.
I've been on the receiving end of a couple of them from attacking set pieces, getting up above the goalkeeper and taking 2 fists to the head. I've also given a few as well with the elbow, so I can't complain, but they do hurt. Oh, Jesus, look. They even love the tactical pads now as well. It's going to be cameraman's going to be on point today. How many times is he going to point to the bench and we're going to see everyone looking at pads, Jack?
Guarantee you it's really just a Candy Crush and they're just asking where they should be swiping.
That's what it feels like.
Do you think I swiped the banana or do you think I swiped? It's like, no,
that's what it feels like
sometimes.
right.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Candy Crush advice. They're like, I'm on level 98. You know, I think I have to get the swipe right. There's so many iPads. There's not even a tactical app on it. It's just games.
Yeah.
It's just iPad games. He's playing Clash of Clans.
AK Shegs, I wouldn't say I relied on the dark arts. Actually, you ask anyone around, I was that grew up with. I was actually shit hot with the ball at my feet and stuff like that, But when I went into the senior league at like 15 years of age, you learn very quickly how important the dark arts are going to be. I remember one of my first games, I went up for a header and some guy had me hand behind his back, twisted me balls as I went up for a header. I learned very quickly, okay, you got to learn to look after yourself here.
Best half of XG in the season, 0.16. Seriously, that's amazing.
Out to bench. Good ball into Xavi. Good idea. That's what we have for. Well done, Milani.
Great work. Great strength.
I don't mind that from Xavi. I want to see them things attempted and tried,
There's also been more penetrating passes into the actual midfield, like into those half spaces of the midfield. We're not just going sideways and around Brentford. We're actually trying to play through them more often. And again, it's pretty low standard, but it is a lot better. Like right there, we don't usually play that sort of passes often.
It's a great pass, and the guy can't even get hold of it. For fuck's sake. They're in behind now. Vicario comes big. Well done.
Good tracking back from Bentancur. Good save.
Smart effort from that player. He tried to catch Vicario out the near post there. Vicario was alert to it.
He's in good form, Igor Thiago. I think he's the second highest goal scorer in the league right now.
Flying this year. He could get
a lot of them have
been ahead of Richarlison for the World Cup.
Something to consider, though. I think he has had a lot of penalties. So Brentford have been given penalties this season, but not us.
Yeah.
I do feel like whenever I've watched Brentford, they've gotten a lot of penalties.
That's not even on the white line, ref. That ball is not even on the white line. If they score from this, I'm going to be so unhappy.
Back post, dealt with well by Bentancur. Kudus, good strength.
Much more intent out of possession today rather than sitting off. I love the good ball.
Xavi, good turn. Good turn.
Well
good
held,
feet from
Xavi.
Well held,
Xavi. It's more like it.
Bentancur.
Good ball by Bentancur. Brilliant ball. Who said this guy can't pass forward? It's fucking unbelievable. When you give them the license to, he can fucking do it. That's an unbelievable ball. More of that. That's now 5 through balls this season.
That was a great ball.
It's a great pass. It's perfect.
It's really good goalkeeping from Kelleher there. It's actually really good keeping. He did well to come off his line there.
More of that now. This is the football I can't get behind. See, we do have the players to play it when we want. Van de Ven.
That's frustrating from Kelleher. He actually did really well there.
He's so quick off. He's like so alert.
I don't. If you delay that at all, like he's just not getting there. He clearly read it straight away.
Pollinator.
Over the top to Xavi Simmons.
To Xavi. Oh, it's a good opportunity. Xavi, good ball, Ricky! That's goal number 8 of the season. That is an unbelievable pass by Xavi, by the way. That is unbelievable. The run, and honestly, a guy struggling for form like him, I probably would have shot. The fact that he had the nous to put it into Richarlison for a tap home, that is unbelievable football. It just goes to show we can't play this way when we want. Prove, baby, let's go.
Pedro Porro, great run from Xavi Simmons, and it's a perfect layoff.
Look at this from Xavi. Reads the flight. I would have shot that, to be honest. Head up.
Perfectly laid off.
It's perfect. You couldn't miss that. It is laid on a plate, right down the corridor of uncertainty. You cannot miss that. That is beautiful football.
And it's another goal for Richie. Richie's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Richie's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Prove. Everybody, get those necks warmed up. Get those necks warmed up. Get your neck exercises in.
Oh, honestly, that is unbelievable from Xavi. It's a great ball by Pedro Porro, by the way. It is perfect. But for a guy like Xavi, like Colomboani against Copenhagen, rather than be selfish, team first mentality, and puts it on a plate.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
what a flick from Kudus. Richie keeps on scoring.
Shawnee Maddox,
If
you
he plays his
gotta
cards
praise him
right,
now.
if he plays his cards right, Richarlison might finish with more goals than Van de Ven this season.
Can we get a welfare check on Stevie Fraser as well, please?
Yeah, Stevie Fraser, Shawnee Maddox. But yeah, it was a great team goal, though. It's a great ball from Pedro Porro. It's a great ball by Xavi Simons. And of course, Richarlison being there, being the striker in the right place. And also maybe came from earlier, too. Like Bentancur played a similar pass to Colomboani, probably inspired Pedro Porro to play a similar pass there for Xavi Simons. And it's good to be seeing these good runs in behind. We're actually making runs in behind, which is nice to see. It's not long ball up to the striker every time like we saw before.
We're playing balls in behind, you know. Bentancur's also been everywhere in the midfield, by the way. He's been brilliant early on. It's been a good performance. And we're not just relying on the one avenue or the one way. We've actually opened it up a little bit. We're trying different things today, which is good. There we go.
Lovely
this is some
stuff.
Sexy football. Colomboani into Xavi Simons. This guy's going to absolutely wild out today.
He's coming alive. Yeah, he's coming alive, Xavi. He's feeling it.
Gray. Just move it to bench.
Yep. Recycle it. Good. Not forcing it. Not forcing it. No need to go long. I don't want us to go
into our shell either, though. You know what I mean? I want us to still try and show the same intent.
Keep it on the floor, Vic. Well done.
Good ball. Go on, Mickey. Come on, Mickey.
Oh, the pace. Mickey. The pace. Oh, great ball, Richie.
Oh, my God, Richie. That's a touch of a terrorist.
Jesus, that touch was awful.
What play by Van de Ven, just marauds down the line. Honestly, if Mickey Van de Ven was running in the Grand National, I'd lump all my money on him. He is a racehorse.
Laren Deb saying you get the fans on your side by winning. 100% agree. Daniel Larson saying, see, this is how you get the fans on your side.
Exactly.
Well done, Daniel. Well said.
Intent. Attacking intent. This is how you get the fans on your side.
Completely agree. And Dave did bring up a great question in the pre-match buildup about how much an early goal could, really benefit this crowd. Like the crowd, I think, are going to really get behind them now that they did get that early goal.
Going to score off the back of this as well. Feel it. Pedro Porro's got a wand on him today. The wand is back. Expelliarmus curve. Come on, let's have it.
Q7 saying this is great movement from Xavi and the pass was made and some lovely football so far. I completely agree. Q7.
There's so much freedom. No one's rigid. No one has to stick to position. So much freedom with it. Interchanging, runners in behind. All things I've been screaming about. This is more like it. Porro's going for goal here.
Shawnee Maddox saying, who spiked Thomas Frank's orange juice?
Yeah, it's laced with, what's that stuff did he used to put in the baby oil?
Put some champagne in it. He had a mimosa instead of an orange juice today. Pedro.
Oh, it's Kudus.
Good ball. Had some good swerve on it.
Oh, Xavi
Simons getting the shots up.
I applaud it. Well done. I'd have that one all day.
Tony Ewell saying Richardinho. Love it. Absolutely love it. Was probably not a Richardinho touch earlier there. Oh, bad giveaway. Oh, Colomboani. That's a shame. He intercepted it, but couldn't hold on to it. Oh, the strength of Kudus here. He's absolutely
turned into the real Ronaldo, Toniolo, so he is Richarlison. He's turned into the real Ron. Oh, good tackle by Porro. Kick on, Porro, play him. Richie.
Oh,
good defending.
Unlucky.
Don't let him out now.
Well, Romero. What a challenge. What a challenge. Oh, referee, please.
Oh, that gives me such a hard on challenges like that. That
looks like he's about to tackle the ref. Or sorry,
it's
Romero
the beautiful
looks like
side of the game.
The ref.
It's the beautiful side of the game. That it's brilliant. It's fucking assassination stuff.
How was that a yellow card though? That looked clean.
Honestly, if Romero wasn't a footballer, he'd be hired as a hitman. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful.
He gets a lot of the man, but he does get the ball. Like that's the thing with Romero. He always gets the ball though. Like even if it's a harsh challenge, he usually gets the ball with it.
It's not even a free kick. That I don't even know what the refs called these whistles.
Yeah, the game's gone. It's another example of the game being gone there. The fact that that's a yellow card. I mean, maybe you can blow that up as a foul, but the fact that he's given it as a yellow card, it's like, I mean, he's won the ball.
It's nothing better than a beautiful sight on football when you see a player do that. That's just beautiful.
He's won the ball.
Completely won the ball. That's it, Rich. You tell him to get up. Well done, Romero. More of them. If I'm Romero, I'm putting in my contract tackles. I need a bonus for tackles. I'll make more than anyone.
Andrew Burnett saying, "Gents, that could be red." Come on, man. That's if that's a red, then the game's gone. The game's gone if that's a red card. I mean, 5-10 years ago, I mean, that would be seen as seriously. Is he looking at this? No, he isn't. Surely not.
I remember
5-10 years ago, like 5-10 years ago, that's literally probably not even looked at. Like 5-10 years ago, that's not even a foul, if not even a card. Like it's just, I don't know. The game has just truly changed.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to be physical anymore and stuff like that. It's madness. I remember watching a clip there the other day. Ben Thatcher from Man City used to play for Tottenham. Ben Thatcher absolutely KO'd, literally KO'd Pedro Mendes, another guy who was playing for Portsmouth at the time. Used to play for Tottenham. KO'd him. Didn't even get a yellow card.
Yeah, I mean, no, the like, what is it? The Nemanja Vidic, Chiellinis of the world. The Pepes of the world. Some of the best defenders I've ever seen. I'm almost glad that they've retired at this stage because
It'd be red cards left, front, and center if they're playing in today's era.
It's just terrible to see it. Bentancur, not the best of clearances, but Vicario comes out to claim it.
Was it Chiellini that fucking upended that woman in the charity game? Was that him?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
yeah,
it's hilarious.
Porro, good ball into Kudus' feet. Kudus holds it up against 2-3 players. Still can't take it off him.
Well done. Great touches.
Rummy. Onto Mickey. Mickey moves that quickly down to Colomawani. Colomawani unlucky.
Leaves it behind him.
Just gets stuck behind his feet.
Tony Ewell saying, in January, we can now sell Richie to Saudi for $100 million, right? To keep hanging in the goals. You inflate that Saudi price, 100%, Tony. Love it.
See, this is what I was saying to people. Like, we can moan about the quality of forwards, going forward. And this is what I was always saying. It was tactical. Richard, like everyone will go, the quality is shit. We need to sell Richarlison and Johnson. They're the only 2 forward players we have in the top 5 goal scorers of the club right now. So, that's where I don't take the quality argument, because and many people would probably agree, Moani, Simmons, and Kudus are better than them. And that's why I've always said it's tactical related. You look today, bodies flying forward, the double pivot. Have you ever seen Bentancur and Gray? Or Bentancur not so high or being allowed to get so high? When was the last time we've seen balls played in behind for runners and stuff? Look at the press we're employing on them. Complete different game plan today. This is the shit I can get behind.
Simon Cole saying a bunch of Southern softies. Leighton Evelyn saying F off, you can't tackle like that. Honestly, Leighton, people I feel like you would, I sort of took you as a Graham Souness type. I'm surprised you're saying that.
It's a great challenge.
I'm surprised you're saying that. Drop kick your teacher. I'm not surprised as saying that that's a foul.
I've been on the receiving end of way worse at Sunday League. Come on. Game's gone. Honestly, we may as well start doing netball watch-alongs at this point. Great, let's go.
Someone got taken off of the ball there. Would that be a yellow card?
Oh, good ball by Kudus into Porro. Great touch.
Good touch.
Wins the corner kick. This is good stuff from Tottenham Hotspur. This is good football. Bodies flying forward. This is what we want to see. Land, air, and sea. Send the bodies in. Come on.
AZ Spurs saying it's so hard to be a defender in today's games. That's the thing, right? You see challenges like that being given as yellow cards. Like, why would you even want to become a defender?
But I think, Jack, the one thing people miss or missing the analysis when it comes to it now is they actively, set around in terms of the game, trying to allow more goals in the game by lowering the bar of contact and stuff like that. And if anyone thinks I'm talking shit, Google it. It's all you got to do. And it'll come up that there was a big push to actively lower the bar of tackles like that, for instance. The physicality in the game to allow more goals into it. That's how they went around actively bringing more goals into football to make it more palatable to watch. So more people come in and the more money keeps flowing and stuff like that. And the only people that hasn't benefited is the defenders.
100%. I just don't even see why you would want to become a defender if you can't make a challenge like that.
No.
Like I said, if he blew it up as foul, maybe I could understand just because you did sort of get a lot of the player as well. But the fact that it's a yellow card is just insane to me.
Even the fact that there's even a potential risk of a red there is insane.
Yeah. Lazy 8 disagreeing. He said, what on God's green earth did you guys smoke today? Where can I get some as well? That was a crazy challenge. He won the ball though, Nick. Like that's the thing. Like I know it looked rash. I know it looked like a rough challenge, but he still won the ball.
I think people are looking at the ferocity or the speed he's come in at. That's just good aggression from the centre.
But you watch it back, he won the
there's
ball.
a problem with that.
At the end of the day, if you win the ball, like I mean, if it's given as a foul, I can see it, but like the fact that it's a yellow card is the part that I just don't get it. If you win the ball, why is it a yellow card? If you don't win the ball, then surely it's a yellow card. That's where I just don't understand the interpretation. When you win the ball, how is it a yellow card? Anyway, we're past it. And also, I thought we're all Spurs fans here. Shouldn't we be trying to be biased?
Should we be trying
Everyone's being way too balanced here. Everyone's being way too balanced. Feels like I'm talking to Brentford fans. Dropkick your teacher saying that's always been a foul. I mean, you're 18 years of age, Artist T. I mean, if you watch football in the early 2000s and the mid 2010s, that was never a foul. If you've ever heard of Pepe or Sergio Ramos, I'll tell you right now that would be never a foul. Sergio Ramos broke Salah's shoulder and got away with it. Good interception from Bentancur. He's got space here in time.
He's been brilliant today, Bentancur. Let's go, Xavi. Here we go, taking on responsibility. Good ball out to Kudos. Doesn't need 10 touches, just moves it quickly.
Square it.
Kudos, good. Oh, corner kick. Corner kick. Do you know what? This is what I'm liking about Xavi today, Jack. He's not taking 10 touches when there's no need. It's one touch, keep the ball moving. You know, I think at times Spurs players are too guilty of slowing it down, taking too many touches. One touch, keep it moving. Him and Bentancur have been brilliant through the middle today.
Watching Sergio Ramos has an 18+ rating now, seriously.
Some people may be suggesting volleyball would be a better watch. I mean, I don't mind watching that around Olympic time. I can tell you that. Yo!
Back post. Bentancur nearly there, flying at it. Putting it right on top of Kelleher.
Volleyball is a great sport.
It is, actually. I do have a soft spot for
it. There's a pigeon right at my window. It's a sign Richarlison's going to score. He's literally right there, sitting on the windowsill, genuinely. All you can hear is...
That's hilarious.
Come on, Richie.
He's trying to get a little eye of the game. Trying to see his idol.
Sign from the Lord.
Every pigeon looks up to Richarlison.
I hope he scores now.
Sir!
Ref, they're pushing there. Richarlison's got a jaw problem now. That's it, Mickey Van der Ven. Bring attention to it. We got one disallowed last week for the same shit. Or they got a penalty for the same shit last week. That pigeon is still there. He's waiting for Richie to score again.
I feel like referees lifting all these weights just so that he can push around the players. Looked like he was going to square up to Romero earlier.
Come on, let's get a good delivery. It's a good ball. Kept the light by Mickey Van der Ven. Oh, lucky Moani.
It's another brilliant save by Kelleher.
Oh,
Colin Moani nearly scored. It was a great header from Romero. I think Romero was the one to first win it. Kelleher's had 2 good saves. There's that one where he came out of his box to save it, and then that's another great save. Romero, what a take.
Oh, Romero.
Oh, lovely skill there.
Turned into Maradona there for a minute.
Richie, I love it.
A pigeon's going berserk out there. Take him out. Well done,
Pedro.
Brilliant. And the shoulder to match. Sit down, son. 5 minutes to go. This has been a very enjoyable half.
Unlucky for Colomboani. Yeah, Romero, I think, wins this. Does really well.
Great to keep it alive. Oh,
my good positioning by Kelleher. It's really good positioning.
He's across the line quick there, Kelleher, isn't he?
Yeah. Colomboani, you can't really put it any other place, really. Especially he doesn't have a lot. He puts enough power behind it. It's just Kelleher does really well. He's done well on 2 occasions now.
Tony Olo says Xavi keeps this up. He's going to Get me wet dreams. He's going to give many wet dreams. Look, you know, that's why.
Been positive.
Look, I wasn't Xavi's biggest fan of him coming in here, and I did question, you know, how quickly he's going to be able to affect Tottenham going forward. But, you know, with that stand banded about during the week that we haven't, the 9 games he hasn't started, we haven't won any, but the 9 he has started, we've won 6. You know, now I know Copenhagen and, you know, Doncaster are included in them games, but we score a lot more goals when he seems to play. And when you look at it today, anytime the ball gets to him, it's just quick, releasing people in behind. It's exactly what we brought the guy in to do. You know, we need more of that, Tony Olo. I would be interested to see how Tyler's feeling about Xavi's performance today, actually, because I know Tyler's not a big fan, so it'd be interested to see if he's doing enough to maybe, you know, impress him a little bit. But big up, Tony.
Yeah.
He's definitely having a good effect on today's game, Xavi, in my opinion. Spence moves the ball down to Colo.
Well done, Colo.
He's been brilliant out there today in terms of keeping that ball flowing. Spence back to Mickey van der Ven, puts him under a little bit of pressure.
What a touch from Romero.
Across Romero. What a touch. Great pass into Xavi.
Oh, Xavi Simons. Shocking touch. Well done. Wins it back, though.
Wins it back. Come on, Xavi. Come on, Xavi. He's going all the way. He's going all the way. Xavi! He's gone all the way.
Simons. He's coming alive today.
Let's go.
Oh, there he
Come
is.
on.
Put him out there.
It's unbelievable.
Epic celebration.
He loses possession with a shit touch, and then it's just pure tenacity and aggression to win it back. Picks up that ball inside his own half, just drives the other half of the pitch. It's almost Mickey van der Ven-esque.
Yeah.
And then he has the composure to put it into the bottom corner.
Oh, my Lord.
That is exactly why we signed this kid. Look at this. Loses it. I'll have that back. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Good night. Sayonara. Off he goes. Like a steam train. You're exactly right, Jack. And it's just a tidy finish. It is brilliant.
Great finish. 2-0. Come on. Much needed as well. Right before halftime. Clutch from Xavi Simons. Started out as a terrible touch. And then he won it back like an absolute animal. And then just ran like an absolute animal there to finish it off. Very, very delicate finish as well. Classy from Xavi Simons, the star boy.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about with Xavi because that's 2 goals, 1 goal and 1 assist from Xavi Simons. You know, and it comes round off the back of the stats midweek. You know, that regardless, Frank has to keep this guy in the team. He has to find a place for him now. Has to. If we want to win games, we want to play this style of football, he's got to get Xavi Simons out there in this team. He's got to build the attack around them. That's fucking brilliant from Xavi Simons. That's both sides of the game from a midfielder right there. Winning the ball and then showing his class going forward. That is fucking real.
Brentford, maybe one last attack for them. Well done. Well closed out. Romero.
Come on, Robbie.
Igor.
Let's go.
Oh, and a classy backwards pass.
Well done, Greg. Porro.
Kudus.
Oh, he's on a run now. Red. That's a fucking red card. That is a red card. That's worse than Romero's challenge. That is a red card. He's intentionally took him out there. That's filthy. Kudus absolutely does him.
Did both of them there.
How are we feeling about Xavi Simons? Let me know, my guy.
Oh, what a move from Kudus there. Unbelievable bit of skill.
Oh, good half of football. Dropkick your teacher. His work rate has been incredible today.
I think that's the thing with him, though, is that as much as he's been sometimes a bit underwhelming in possession in other games, of course not this game, but in other games, I think Dave even said to, you know, at least he does put in challenges. Like he does actually work pretty hard off of the ball. So I think that's what has been good about him is that he's not a liability defensively, Xavi Simons.
Well, when I was doing my research into him, and this is from kids that had coaches that had him from a young age and coaches at every club. The one thing they've all said about him is he works very hard out of possession. Very hard. They've all said that. Porro with a good delivery. Bentancur tries to crack
I like it. I like
Xavi,
it.
you going to have one? Good ball to Bentancur. Back to Xavi. Xavi.
Yes.
Just cut out.
Nearly.
Xavi is
balling. He's unlucky.
He is
Van de Ven with a challenge there, but he pulled out of it. Referee potentially not giving a yellow.
This is the shit I like. This is more like it. This is more like the Tottenham I know and love.
3 minutes left here, 3 minutes of added time.
It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. Bit of U2 there for everybody. Go on, Richie. Put the pressure on him. Romy, he's been brilliant from Porro. Van de Ven, go on, kid. Go on, kid. Ref, we'll have another yellow here. Great
Well
touch
done,
by
Archie.
Great. Kudos, good decision.
Van de Ven, or sorry, Vicario gets it cleared.
Brilliant.
Come on,
from
Richie,
Iwan.
onto this.
He's got his hands up. You can't blow that.
Ref.
He's got his
How's he blowing
hands up.
that up?
He hasn't done anything.
Again, the game's gone.
He literally has his hands up there. What more do you want him to do?
This is the most fight I've seen in a while from this team, says Tyler. 100%, man.
It's the most attacking intent I've seen from this team for a long time. Fight and attacking intent. We're getting it all today, T. Good job you got up early for this one, my man.
One last attack for Brentford. Just ought to hold out here. It's been all Spurs, though. I mean, seriously, 45 minutes of domination would just be nice to see.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say even Brentford have had...
They haven't laid a glove on us.
I don't even know if they've had any real chance. Like, I think the only one was that one from Thiago, and I mean, you would be expecting Vicario to save that.
It's all they've had. It's just been pure Tottenham. It's what we pay. It's where we should be. It's what we can do. Just don't concede now before halftime. Don't do anything stupid. Please don't. Oh, brilliant from Mwani again. What's he even doing there in our own box? That's brilliant from Mwani.
The work rate of Mwani is incredible.
Big switch here from Collins.
Win this.
Oh, you got to go and challenge, you pussy-o.
Oh,
that's exactly why you got to go and challenge. That's exactly why you have to go and challenge that. That's just absurd from Porro there. Brilliant half from Tottenham.
Faultless,
That's
really. Like, faultless
half.
Performance. Like, absolutely nothing to be in any way concerned about, cynical of. Like, it's practically the perfect performance that Spurs fans have been crying out for in the first half. And also, I mean, to be honest, like, created more than just those 2 goals. Like, we created other chances. So it's not like we've been absurdly clinical or anything this game. Like, we have been all over this Brentford team. And we've carved out chances in different ways, from crossing situations like we know Thomas Frank loves to do, but we played some nice balls over the top, in behind, through balls, Dave. You know, we've been seeing this game as well. I think this has been a really, really welcome sight.
It's been an absolute brilliant performance, Jack. And look, I think this is one that was badly needed to sort of ease the tension in and around the fan base, right? You know, this is what many fans like me were arguing we can produce on a more regular basis if you take the handbrake off. You know, a lot of the question has been around the quality and individuals not being good enough. But it just goes to show, if you actually go out there with an intent of damaging the opposition, we have the players to be able to do that. To your point, we have absolutely dominated them. It's like they've turned into us today. The only shot they've had was that save that they forced Vicario from at the near post. Apart from that, it's been all Tottenham. But what I like about it from minute one, Jack, is both fullbacks are being allowed to get nice and high. Both wingers are receiving the ball in space with forward momentum. We're getting extra bodies into the box. You know, out of possession. There's a lot, like how high are Archie Gray and Bentancur playing at times? We haven't seen that all season long. So it goes to show, when you take the handbrake off this team and allow them to go at the opposition, attackingly, we can produce a lot better than what we've seen. But also, out of possession, the press has been employed. It's been aggressive. Back to what we were doing at the start of the season. It's a much better half. But you beg the question, how much of it is down to Xavi Simons being put in the lineup today?
Seriously.
Before today, the last 4 games he didn't start. We didn't register a shot on goal in the first 4 halves of football. He comes in today. We're sitting here at halftime, 2-0 up, and he walks in with a goal and assist. That assist, by the way, that doesn't happen unless the handbrake comes off. He allows Xavi Simons to run in behind. The handbrake's off them. Porro delivers a beautiful pass. And this is something we know Pedro Porro has, but hasn't been given the license to use. Then Xavi Simons, and this is what I love about, and this is what I praise Mawani for against Copenhagen, Jack. That ball that Cole Mawani blocked against Copenhagen went up in the air. If that's Richarlison or anyone else searching for goals, they're doing something like an overhead or something. He has the nous to take it down and feed Udebar, let him score. Xavi Simons today, again, another player being questioned about his attacking quality, stuff like that, could have easily went for goal. He didn't. He gets his head up, looks for the best option, team first, and he plays it right into Richarlison's path. And that's what you get by bringing these guys in here. So that whole quality argument for me goes out the window today, and it's gone out the window considering the most people blame for our attacking problems, Richarlison and Brendan Johnson. And I'm one of them, by the way. They're the top scorers. So it goes to show that it is more of a tactical, problem in matches gone by. And that's been rectified today. The handbrake has been taken off. And then the second goal, I mean, that is just all Xavi Simons. It's ironic, really, actually, because the ball comes into him, that heavy touch where he's giving it away. How many times have we seen him do that this season?
Yeah.
But then he picks it up and he does something that no one else expects the guy to do. He drives the length of the pitch and then has the composure to bury, similar to what Mickey van der Ven has shown he can do. And the reason why we're looking like this is all down to Xavi Simons. As soon as we get the ball, you look at Bentancur, first instinct, try and feed Xavi. Same with some of these other players. And what I love most about his performance today, Jack, is he's not taking 5-6 touches, slowing the game down, waiting for the perfect pass. It's one touch. He sees Kudus moving, putting it in front of him. He tried another one. Mawani comes in off the left. He tries another one, flicks it over the corner. He is feeding these forward runs, which is encouraging them to do it a lot more, which is why we're seeing what we're seeing. And it just goes to show that when you look at the stats before this game that we read out, and I'll bring them up here again when it comes to Xavi Simons to show why Thomas Frank has to get him in the team from now on. Let me just give me 1 second. I'll bring them up here right now. Xavi Simons, before coming into today's game, played 9. The 9 games he's played for Tottenham, or he started for Tottenham Hotspur. 6 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats, 18 goals, only 6 conceded. Win rate of 66%. Without Xavi Simons starting, 9 games, 0 wins, 4 draws, 5 defeats, only 11 scored, 18 conceded, and a win rate of 0%. So it goes to show that if we want to unlock Tottenham Hotspur, we want to be able to start laying the glove on teams and going forward and ascending up the league. It all centers around getting Xavi Simons into this team and building all the components in around it. It concerns me that we're in December. Frank doesn't know his best lineup, but surely off the back of these stats, and he's a stats guy, by the way, and off the back of the performance today, he must realize that the base of that midfield and the rest of the forward line have to be centered around what is going to extract the most out of Xavi Simons. And it's all because he's showed some bollocks today, Frank. He's took off the skinny jeans, released his balls, beat them up a little bit, put Xavi Simons out there, and look at the rewards when you go and do that. To dare is to do, remember, is the club motto. And that today lives up to it. And that, what I've seen in the first half, is something that I can get behind, Jack. Where I won't be on here, Kane and Frank, game in, game out. If I see more of this, because we have the ability to go and do it. And now I'm going to shut up and let you take over. Sorry, I know.
No. I mean, there's just some brilliant comments. Someone has wrote in the chat here saying, it's good when Dave is channeling his inner Bono, in the game, it's class. And, Dave's in a good mood when he starts busting out the songs. He's been doing the proo dances. It's always a good sign as well when you see a pigeon on his doorstep as well. That's always a very good sign.
3 little birds and right on my doorstep. Great song.
And then Dropkick Your Teacher saying his work rate has been incredible today. Yeah, just talking about Xavi Simons. I think, as I said, we've just been waiting for maybe a bit more of the quality to come through with Xavi Simons, but I think you can never fault him for his work rate. And he has a terrible first touch, then wins the ball back, with a real endeavor in the challenge, a real fierce challenge. And then he just had like Usain Bolt style pace. It was like Dave said, Mickey van der Ven, he just, for whatever reason, was able to just burst past the entire defense. It was just amazing to see. But Daniel Larson saying brilliant performance so far. This is what we've been wanting.
Well, to that point, Jack, I didn't hear any boos at halftime. I didn't hear any players getting booed, did you? Funny that. If we actually do the right things and we show the right intent, you can make Spurs fans happy. So, funny that, isn't it?
I bet the fans are absolutely buzzing. I bet the players are probably
buzzing off the tits.
I bet even after the second goal, the Spurs players were probably, you could tell, like the confidence was just oozing through them, after that. It's been all Spurs so far. Even after the first goal, you could see that they almost relaxed a little bit and that they were able to sort of express themselves even more. And from the get-go, it seemed like they were up for this game. So fair play to the boys, and hopefully the fans can be really encouraged by it. And big up to Daniel Larson. It's exactly what we've been wanting, my man. It's a faultless performance so far.
Yeah.
And then Chunky Cheek saying, this is what we pay to see, boys. Aggressive, pioneering football, runs in behind, good pressing. Also, let's sign Kelleher, by the way, as well, from Chunky Cheeks. I mean, that's the thing, Dave. That's what I meant. Is I would say Kelleher 2 times now has actually pulled off really good moments. Like the one where and actually, sadly, both times he's denied Kolomowani. Bentancur played that beautiful ball in behind. Kelleher read it so well to come out and deal with the situation. If he hadn't done, I think Kolomowani probably has a one-on-one there. And then the other time where Romero just did a really nice back post header towards Kolomowani, and Kelleher was there to save them. Then there have been other little flashes here and there where Spurs have maybe had some opportunities. So Kelleher has actually kept them probably from going 3-0 down, 4-0 down in this game.
Look, Kelleher's an elite level goalkeeper, Jack. You know, I watched him for the Republic of Ireland. We wouldn't be in the playoffs. Like everyone praises Troy Parrott. You go back and look at some of the saves Kelleher made in them games. That's a massive part of the reason why we're in the playoff. He's pulling off saves where you're expecting goals. He's done that routinely for Ireland. When I've watched him for Liverpool and he stepped in for Alisson, he stepped in, he's made big saves, he's had big nights, he's made penalty saves. You know, he's been reliable in penalty shootouts. He's gone to Brentford, he's replaced Flecken, you know, and he stepped up there as well. This guy is an elite level goalkeeper. I'm surprised he ended up at Brentford actually after getting out of Liverpool. And he is one that I wouldn't be surprised if he was on Spurs' list to replace Vicario come the summer, because that is a conversation that needs to happen, you know, in terms of if we really want to kick on. But Kelleher is an elite level goalkeeper. But look, it's not about Kelleher. Today is about us, Chunky Cheeks, what we're doing well, and exactly what you said, good at pressing, runs in behind, something I've been screaming about. Where are these runners in behind? And to something that Jack and myself got furious with about Johnson against Newcastle. A doggy's running down the wing, similar to what we're seeing of Spence today. Johnson's jogging inside of him, not really bursting his bollocks, getting on the overlap. You look at Mawani out there today, every opportunity on the run forward, on the overlap. This is more like it. You know, this is what we can do when we're brave. More of this moving forward. What concerns me is the fact that Thomas Frank says we can only expect 10 good games a season. Is this one of them, or is he going to change his mind on that and look to build off this attacking intent moving forward, especially at home?
100%. I mean, it's just been, like you say, aggressive, runs in behind, good pressing. Like, it's checking every box at the minute, Chunky Cheeks. I totally agree with you there. Dark Sun G saying, I'm happy that Simmons has scored before Verts as well. Laughed my ass off. Come on,
yeah.
That's the thing, too. Is like, I actually, the other day, I was kind
It
of
was his goal, wasn't it?
I was defending Florian Wirtz the other day. I actually don't think he's playing nearly as poorly as people say, but his issue is that when he has had opportunities, I would say Florian Wirtz in front of goal, he just has snatched at them and has not taken them. But I think his overall play has been good. Xavi Simmons has just had a worldie today. He's absolutely come alive, and fair play to the kid, because let's be honest, he was under pressure. I know a lot of people vouch for him and they're, saying he's had to play more games. He's had to be played more consistently, but there was always going to be conversations about, can he take this opportunity today now that he's finally been given another start? And he's made it quite obvious to Thomas Frank that he needs to be playing more games and he needs to be given that license. So big up, Darkson G. Completely agree with you there. And good to have you back with us. James Coffey, big up, James. Hopefully you're all right in New York, my friend, saying front foot football. That is what we've been wanting to see. And this is the thing, like, I think I've mentioned this before, but Spurs fans, I think this season, I said it in the pre-match buildup, this season has become still very obvious. We had Ange before, but fans, they still want like attacking football. Even if we, we're not maybe winning games as consistently, they want to at least see the guys, giving an effort. They won't want to see them sort of just cowering and, playing too conservative. They want to see the players actually give it a go, especially against teams like this, Brentford, your Fulhams, your teams like that at home. You want to see us be the aggressor. You want to see us be the team that's looking from the off, basically be putting 2-3 past them. And that's what we've seen today. And I think Spurs fans can get behind that. Even if, let's say, we didn't take those chances that we had, I don't think anybody would be that negative really about the performance so far. Like, it's been a night and day performance compared to what we've seen against Fulham or against other teams, really. Like, this has been nothing but positives, a faultless performance. And I'm glad that we are 2-0 up, so we're not like nervous really. But even if, let's say, we weren't, I think a lot of people would still be really positive about this performance.
But this is what as well, Jack. We've been sort of speaking about going into the game. Look, being brutally honest, you know, the whole argument is we've got to give Frank his players. Does anyone really want to give Frank 200-300 million to fill that defensive shit we've watched, for the last 14, 15 games where it doesn't yield any results and build the team in that image? Or is there an element where Frank has to come in and go, I'm good at setting up defensive structure, I'll add that, but this squad is built for on the front foot football, and I'm going to try and play it that way, but we're bringing in a bit of my defensive structure around it. And to be honest with you, even if we wanted to play, like, I understand we can't play like this every week. There are going to be games where you're up against a bigger, better team that keep possession better than you. So automatically, due to that, you're on the counter-attack. But when we do get in possession, release the bodies to go forward. Allow them to go forward. And it's something that Spurs fans then will tolerate. What I couldn't watch is playing this defensive football, not having a game plan going forward, but also not engaging with them, until they're deep in our half either. That's what I couldn't get behind. And I think there's an element where Thomas Frank needs to realise I can help this squad by the defensive structure, adding in my structure around set pieces and throw-ins. They're all weapons I can bring to this team to improve it while trying to play in possession on the ball. If he does that moving forward, people like me, my mouth is zip-locked, I'm fucking happy clapping. It's not rocket science.
No, it isn't. Kieran K32 saying Xavi must be being scolded by Thomas Frank at halftime for getting this far forward. Yeah, and some of the long shots that he's probably taken as well. Kolo Muani on this left-hand side has been a revelation. He's been playing really well since Limpy Down Under. I think Kolo Muani's been
brilliant.
Even when we played pretty terribly, I do actually think he's been hard. It's been hard to criticize him because he gives his all defensively, and he really does have quality, in my opinion. He clearly is a good player, and I've really liked a lot what I've seen from him, to be honest. I've been also just really impressed by his work rate.
What I'm impressed about, Jack, is, and it's relief for me, actually, similar to Kudus over the other side, when he gets the ball and there's 2 or 3 players around him down that left, his footwork is so good, he comes out with it and just recycles it. Yeah. He's not losing the possession. It's not being turned over and all of a sudden we have to make 80-yard sprints backwards. Because of his ability to be able to work in tight spaces and keep hold of the ball, it means we can keep our players in their half of the pitch and keep the pressure on. It's absolutely brilliant for Colin Muani. I don't even think he's given away the ball today. Genuinely, I don't think he's given it away. He's been outstanding.
And then Outer S Fasare saying, we can't relax now in the second half. Need to go for the third and the fourth goals. Dare I say it, maybe we'll finally get our first 4-0 or something like that today if things keep going well. Dave and I were skeptical whether it would ever happen this season. Q7 saying, I've been asking for it since he's been fit. Muani, Kudus, and Simon are our strongest attackers, and Frank needs to be going with these guys. 100% agree. Let's take some other comments. We had Dropkick Your Teacher saying, most dangerous lead right now, though. We need another one. My worry is Frank's habit of making subs when we start clicking. This is definitely because Xavi is in the lineup. I think we agree. 2-0 is always a dangerous lead, but can't be, anybody would take a 2-0 at halftime. It's an ideal situation to be in, to be fair.
Well, I think what we don't want to see is the team set off, right? There is a real opportunity here for us to go and get 3, 4, and 5 and really build some confidence for these forward players. And at the end of the day, the situation we're in, it's the forward line that's going to drag us up the table and bring Spurs fans where they want to go. It's going to be the forward line that's going to keep Thomas Frank in the job. So, to that point, what we can't do is be happy with our lot and sit back now and invite the game then. Because if they do score, that's where the trouble comes in and they will go and score again. We need to keep doing the exact same what we've been doing and go and get the confidence. Get the confidence flowing through Muani. Make Xavi Simons, even though he's 4'0", feel 6 foot tall walking off the pitch. The opportunity is there to go and build some confidence. Let's fucking go and do it.
Surely that was a corner kick there, but we have gotten kicked off here. Everybody, feel free to sync up with us. Really do appreciate the support at halftime, everybody.
We've got 2 more there.
And then, big up to Dropkick Your Teacher. And then Jorginho Toon saying, was at the theater for Panto. Missed the game, lads. It was like a pantomime at the end with Romero in the new Lejeune jammy bastards. Haha. Oh, yeah. This is the Newcastle fan saying, he probably watched the Romero goals. I mean, Romero was our hero. He absolutely saved our bacon the other day. And to be fair, kind of saved Thomas Frank's bacon up until this game, but luckily we haven't had to rely on Romero. Some lovely football here from
Archie. We'll have a free. Do you know what, Jack? Though I do want to ask this Newcastle fan. Look, there's people like me in the fan base that I think Romero is world class, and I think if he went to Real Madrid or something like that, you'd like. Similar to Luka Modric, similar to Gareth Bale. All of a sudden, everyone follows suit. He's world class. Look at him and stuff. But I want an outside perspective. What do you genuinely, how good do you think Romero is, or how bad do you think he is? Let me know, because that's a debate we have in the Spurs fan base. Sometimes it's nice to hear people's opinion from outside, so let me know on that one. But all hail the Rombomulus. It was a great night. And then we also have Tony Olo as well, says Frank needs to pretend everyone is Brentford. Absolutely, lad. Absolutely
Seriously.
spot on.
Seriously.
Brilliant comment. Big up, Tony Olo. It's all right, guys. We're just playing Brentford today for the 38th time this season.
Yeah. I think he just saw the Brentford jerseys, and then all of a sudden he just got up for it, Thomas Frank. He's just realized, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I need to show up against these guys.
That Brentford kit reminds me. Remember we had the dark brown away one year?
Yeah, it was good.
Do you have that on your wall, Jack?
No, I don't have that one. I liked that kit, though. I wonder if you could find that kit on sale somewhere.
Go on, win that. Well,
good header from Bentancur.
If we do get this cleared without getting in trouble, I'd like everyone, if we can, up to 300, smash the like button. 1 second, though, here. Brilliant play. Oh, unlucky.
Good tracking, though. Went out of play. Yeah, like Dave said, please, everybody, smash the like button if you are in here with us. We really do appreciate it. Thanks for picking us as your watch-along destination. And also do really appreciate all the support that we've been getting at halftime. Jorginho Toon saying you don't play in a World Cup winning team if you're poo. That's exactly my point, man. I think Romero has been world class for a while now. There was a period though where Spurs fans even want to sell him, which I thought was just ludicrous. I think he's one of the best defenders we've ever had, really. At least in my lifetime, I really rate him that highly, and I think he's one of the best passing center backs in the world. Appreciate the support, man. Appreciate the support. Looks like Newcastle are doing pretty well, though. I think they're 1-0 up or 2-0 up at halftime.
In that number. Let's go. Right, we got my glass.
Big up Queen Alley. Good to see you, Queen Alley.
Good ball in behind. Great ball. Back to Vicario for a goal kick. Thank you. Exactly, Jorginho. Great response. Love that. Shawnee Maddox, take note of that. I know you want to sell Romero every opportunity. By the way, Sean, where have you been for pro clubs, by the way? I do miss you, actually. Never thought I'd say that. I never thought I'd ever say that, but I do miss you on Pro Club, Shawnee. Where have you been? I was saying earlier on, Jack, when you went to get coffee, Keith Andrews is doing his best Frank sort of look on the sideline today.
Yeah, they dress similar. Yeah, it is similar. Both very slim, guys as well. Go on their runs, it looks like.
Yeah.
Just Brentford, they're just so good at just replicating. It is also funny that they both took over right from the previous manager, and that they were a part of the coaching staff. Good win from Richarlison. Bentancur breaks forward here.
Marauding forward.
Good touches. Archie Gray
takes over.
Plays it on to Jedi. Can he play it into Colo?
Oh,
just take it in for your stride.
Bench! Oh, it's in Luani! No, he kicks fresh air, Richie! Someone! Oh, no, Lord, Jacko.
How have we not scored? Okay, it's another Brentford injury inside the box here when we're about to score. Seriously, what are we doing here?
Oh, Lord, that's unlucky. Oh, Jedi.
What pace from Jedi here?
It's just pure endeavour as well. Doesn't give up on it. Look at that. Again, it's brilliant hounding from Spurs. Oh, unlucky to Colomwani. No, he's got
he's absolutely whiffed it, Colo.
It's right there to be tapped home, man.
Good save again from Kelleher.
Oh, God.
Oh, he had an open net, basically. If Colomwani, because they definitely would give that. They definitely would give that. If Colomwani just scored it in that situation, they would give it, even if Kelleher is injured. That's unfortunate.
Do you know what happens there, Jack? I think Colin Moani got excited, took his eye off it last second.
100%. 100%. He saw the back of the net. He knew it. He knew he was
already thinking of the celebration. He was already thinking, how do I do a more iconic one than Harry Kane?
Jorginho Toon saying you nearly sold us Bale for $3 million at one point.
Yeah, thank God we didn't. We would never have got that 80-odd million we got out of Real Madrid, would we?
Gareth Bale made me basically a Spurs fan, him and Luka Modric.
I mean, that guy, I remember against West Ham, we were toothless one. He just cut in off the left-hand side and drilled one in from 35 yards. I was like, that's a player. That's a fucking player. We missed that.
Yeah. Him and Modric are kind of the whole reason I became
Modric was
Spurs
just one that
fans.
never gave the ball away so reliably. He was a beauty to watch. But you know, when he came in, physicality wise, he started out on the right hand side, got used to the Premier League, moved him into the middle. Should have done that with Xavi.
Yeah.
Good ball. Oh, unlucky. Good idea behind for Archie.
Jedi, good work again from Jedi. Sir, he's getting fouled.
Brilliant from Jedi. Oh, Jedi.
So well.
Onto Colo.
Colomwani tries to take it around Coyote.
Keep going. Don't give up. Well done.
Oh,
good pressure.
Unlucky.
It's good pressure from Tottenham. This is the stuff I can get behind. This gets my attention.
Spurs have come out the gates again here. Not holding
Everton
off
have
at all.
beaten Forest 2-0. Fucking hell.
Spence has actually quietly been having a really good game going forward. I agree. He's been really pushing.
But you know what I like as well? Even when we give away possession, we're not giving it up. We're straight away chasing on it. We're getting chances off it. Oh, that's soft, ref.
Yeah, he keeps giving them anything.
He's giving them absolutely everything. He's bought that one. Fuck me. He may as well be waving £50 notes going down. Jesus Christ. Keller boots it long. It's all right. Cesar's all day long. We're going to mop this up. Rami. Great header by Rami. Oh, this is good football. Go on, Richie. Go on. He's nervous. Press the issue here. There we go.
Good
Come on,
pressing from Xavi Simmons.
Brilliant.
Really good pressure.
Good ball to
Richie.
Simmons. Into Kudus.
Lay it off to Richie.
There. He's a bit under hit by Simmons. Oh, Jesus, come on.
Can't get
Let's
it
go.
out.
Come on, Mo.
Keep going.
Come on, Mo. Mo, shoot.
Oh, he wanted it for himself. I don't blame him.
No, I don't
blame him. Could have played Richie, but he wanted it for himself. It's good pressing by Spurs there again. Really good pressure. Xavi Simmons. He's just getting stuck in all over the place.
Oh, brilliant. Let's go. Let's go. Mickey. Oh, it's a poor ball to Spence, really. God, Spence. God, do him. Do him, Spence.
Win a corner.
Oh, brilliant. Let's go, Moani.
Oh, lovely touch from
Archie. Good ball into Colo.
Lovely stuff from Colomwani.
Richie,
play Kudus,
you greedy little fucker.
Yeah, playing back. He had Xavi Simmons and Colomwani.
Oh, good ball
from Kudus.
Someone get near post. Come on.
Oh, really good play from Spurs. Look at the fans there as well. They're absolutely loving it.
Someone has to get near post there. It was begging. Like Bergvall there during the week. Little flick. Great play. This is brilliant. Kudus, one touch, feeds the runner. That's more like it.
Spurs fans are absolutely loving it.
Come near post. Come on. Set piece routine. Let's do Brentford at their own game here.
So far, 1.66 XG. Incredible stuff.
Good ball. Ooh.
That Spence skies it into the air with a header. Well done, Mickey.
Richie, good ball. Come on, Mo.
Oh,
well
what a
done.
touch. What a touch.
Play Porro.
I'll see you later.
Oh, I should have just played Porro there.
Tried to ruin Rico Henry there.
That's more
Pedro
like
Porro. Everyone's getting stuck in. Everyone's making interceptions. Everyone's putting.
I don't think that there's not one player we can fault out here today.
100%.
Not one. Two a man. Even Archie Gray's just been brilliant in there, just picking little bits up.
Bentancur, sir.
Play on, ref. Play on. You've got the space and time. Play on, you knob. Book him as well, but actually, he deserves a yellow. He deserves a yellow card for that haircut alone. Actually, to be honest, Namsgaard, look at the state of that. He deserves a yellow card for that alone.
Should be given. He should be given advantage though. There, the referee. We had a breakaway there.
Let me know in the comments. Do you agree Damsgaard deserves to be booked for that haircut, guys?
booked when he touches the grass. Booked when he touches the pitch.
Well, I mean, even the referee has a better hairstyle than him.
It's raining. By the looks of things, didn't look like it was raining earlier.
That's the Premier League have realised they can't do us today, so they've asked God to open up the heavens to try and equal it.
Yeah. He tried to meg Rico Henry there. Tried to meg him. Well done, Pedro. Big switch of play over to Coyote.
Mickey, you got to get there.
Come out, Vic.
Well done. Well done, Vic. He's had fuck all to do, but what he's been alert to, what he has had to do. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Come on. Come on, Jed. He's on the move. Oh, he can't be
sensational
caught.
run.
He's
Keep
got
going,
him.
kid. Just keep
Oh.
going.
Go on, Colo. Go on, Colo. No, Jed. Jed
They've allowed
interfering
him.
there.
They've allowed him to keep playing on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sir! Unfortunate. They given it as offsides finally. Jedi, I mean, man,
He's been good today. Marauding forward.
Yeah, he's got stamina for days this game. He's made so many runs.
He burnt them. He absolutely burnt them on the outside there.
Everyone's going for the fastest sprint. Xavi Simons, fastest sprint of his life. Jed Spence as well.
This is a good comment from Kieran. Moani on the left gives the team so much balance.
The big cock is looking great tonight, says Limpy Down Under.
Oh, it's definitely getting spit shine tonight, I can tell you that. Oh, here we go. Come on, Xavi. Kudus, go ahead of him. He wants the ball to feet. Back to Xavi.
Got time here.
Xavi, it's a good ball. Oh! Who's that? Archie Gray nearly sneaking in there for an opportunity. Richie keeps it alive. Yeah, good. Well done, Richie.
See Archie Gray. Good job by Van de Ven. Good switch. Romero plays it in at Kudus. Bentancur. Back to Romero. Lovely stuff.
Beautiful.
Lovely stuff. Just training ground stuff from Spurs here. Vicario goes long all the way to Kudus.
When that
holds it up strength of Kudus.
So good. It's so good.
Spurs giving themselves a breather here by holding on to the ball.
Just take a 10-minute breather and then we'll go at them again and put the throat on, put the foot on the throat.
No reason to go long. Just keep it on the floor. Well done.
Well done, Bentancur. So tidy there. Romero into Gray. Let's test him. Good ball to Vicario. Vicario pumps it long out to Kudus.
Nearly holds it up.
Pushing the back there, ref. Pushing the back there, ref.
Oh, they've gone all the way through this. Oh, what a challenge by Van de Ven.
That is unbelievable. That is unfucking believable.
We were wide open there.
That is a goal-saving challenge there.
We, for some reason, were wide open through the middle there.
Nah. Mickey
well done.
Van de Ven.
Xavi Simons.
Mickey Van de Ven. Nah.
What are we doing here, ref? That is naughty. From behind.
That's a red. That's a red. Can we get VAR on that one?
From behind as well. Look at this. For some reason, we were just wide open here. This pass from Damsgaard. Romero, Van de Ven. Honestly, what a challenge.
Mickey Van de Ven and Christian Romero is the best centre-back partnership in world football right now. And I'm not, you could say maybe the Arsenal one's close, but this is the best partnership in terms of all-round game in world football.
Big up, Fat Tony. Good to see you, Fat Tony. Really appreciate your support, man.
Tony. We're getting a lot of Tonys in lately. Tony Olo, Fat Tony.
Yeah, the Tony Army.
Mero taking eternity over this set piece. Half an hour to go. It's been a good day. Good switch out to Mickey Van de Ven. He got a good decision. He had to go forward there. Well done, Mickey. Oh, this is
what beautiful. A run.
Look at this. Straight into Xavi Simons. Good ball out to Pedro Porro.
Oh, we got numbers here. We got numbers.
Oh, it's shocking.
Pedro. Oh! Just a little too heavy from Pedro.
He should have feeded Kudus back there. I like it, though. At least we're trying different things. This is more like it. It's like me. It's like watching me on Pro Club Strike. Pinging balls everywhere. It's beautiful. Bosh. Oh. Unlucky. Maybe that wasn't as bad as it looked. Limpy Down Under. I love this team. Daniel Larson, don't get too ahead of yourself, Dave. Nah, honestly, they are. They're the best centre-back partnership in world football.
They've taken off Damsgaard. Put on Matthias Jensen.
Yeah, I'd take him off too.
Jensen is also pretty creative, but he maybe has a bit more legs.
Tyler says, relax, Dave. Tyler, you're always getting on.
Colo! Richie!
Oh, shoot! Xavi! Oh, straight. That is so disappointing.
Poor effort. Really good pressure from Kolo Muani. He bundled over Kelleher. Van de Ven.
Tyler.
They're just bullying the front line today.
I will relax tonight when I go to my bed and I can sleep safe and sound because Tottenham have played beautiful football and we won a game. That's when I relax. Right now, I'm enjoying it, my man. Getting swept up in the moment.
He's got to play actually Kolo Muani there, Xavi Simons.
Yeah, you're right.
From that replay, you could tell
Yeah.
that he could just slip it to Kolomwani, then would have been an open goal. They actually put 2 or 3 bodies on the line there, so it was probably hard to score, really.
Well, if they can do that, why didn't we do that against Fulham when your man scored from an open net? Madness,
Yeah, seriously. Fair point.
Right, we'll mop this up and go forward again, please.
Good clearance.
Oh, go on, Richie. Put pressure on him. He's a liability. The intensity starting to drop a little bit. Maybe a substitution, just liven it up a little bit again here.
Probably just take off one of the forwards, I'd imagine,
Yeah.
and maybe one of the midfielders.
Geez, you could even bring in Brennan Johnson on this form.
Well, we would start going backwards.
Tyler, now I do need to relax, Tyler. You're right.
We'd start going backwards. All of a sudden, all this forward play it becomes sideways.
Honestly, it's getting me dizzy. This is great. It's brilliant. I don't
Ball
have
out
to
wide
lose
to Rico
my
Henry.
with tears. Oh, go on. Well done. Good pressure.
Pressure, Bentancur. Look at him here. He's an animal.
Back. There we go. Go on, Richie. Everyone else leading the charge now behind them. Let's go, Colo. There we go. Push them back. They're shit. Exactly. Let's go. Limpy down under. Irish Hotspur. 2 beers were allowed before the game. How many are we allowed after? Well, look.
Yeah, get your 6 in.
Jack is the resident. I don't drink, so I'm going to leave this one in Jack's corner. Jack is the resident beer expert here. So, Jack, you're the one that gives the advice around the alcohol.
I'd probably say you're allowed 2 more. 2 for the goals that have gone in, and then get ready to order a third. I've saw this guy on Instagram that's very funny. This Welsh comedian who's an absolute crazy man in terms of the drinking, but I would say what he says is double park is what he likes to say. Get 2 beers, one for the one you're sipping on, and then have another one, right next to it, just so that, you can switch, quickly switch on to the next one. So get double parked is what I would say. Limpy down under. Bentancur being taken off for Palhinha. I like it. Bentancur probably, I think secretly he's had a very, very good night tonight.
Game today. He's had a very good game today. Very good game. Every time he's got the ball, he's looking to drive forward. And this is what I'm saying to people, they've been frustrated at Bentancur that he hasn't done it. But he hasn't been allowed to do it. Today he's got on the ball, he's been allowed to drive forward. He can't do it. He's had a really good game today. A lot more energy around the middle of the park. Now we're bringing on João Palhinha just to maybe get more of a grip now and sort of turn things over and not get exposed on the counter maybe. But, brilliant night from Rodrigo Bentancur.
Yeah,
but
he's been so good.
Just quickly, Jack, how many goals before people can start going Stone Cold Steve Austin on it and crashing past
just a moment. Might get another one here.
Ball to
really
Kudus.
Good play from Palhinha. Plays it down the line to Kudus. Can he find Pedro Porro? Holds on to it. Needs to play one of them in there.
Yeah.
Archie Gray.
Archie does well to come across and give himself
Spurs recycle possession.
Oh, good ball from Romero. Well done, Porro. Well held there.
Kudus into Palhinha.
Could have maybe moved that onto Simmons there by Palhinha. We've got this from
I believe this is Paul Connor.
Spurs. Big up, Paul. Paul, where have you been, my man? Where have you
27 months, by the way, as well. Big up to Paul, elite member. Really appreciate you, man. Very, very generous. And he's saying he's in the Caribbean right now, 30 degrees, and watching Spurs. Sounds really lovely.
Oh, you lucky boy.
And he's saying, afternoon, lads from Tortola. Managed to get some Wi-Fi, and we are 2-0 up and performing well at home. Come on, you Spurs. Let's bring this home. And long may this continue. 100%, Paul. Really appreciate you, man.
Big up, Paul. I appreciate you checking in while you're in the middle of a cruise on the Caribbean, my man. Fair play to you. Really appreciate that. Dream destination for me to go to, by the way. The
pina coladas ordered.
Kudus. He's ripping them apart.
Just too much there.
Sorry, Paul. Mo got me excited there. He took on about 6 players there while soloing the ball. It was unbelievable.
Get the Mai Tais and the pina coladas ordered is what I would say, Paul.
Yeah. Honestly.
What a challenge.
You don't need to walk in and just have a main course tonight. Tonight is the day where you go in and you go, all you can eat buffet, Paul. That's the way you celebrate this performance, my man. Shem, so if you're listening, get to your local all you can eat.
Kolomwani tries to flick it past Coyote, maybe doing a little too much there. Van de Ven with another great challenge. He's put in some great sliding challenges.
We'll go by the rules in the first half. That's a yellow card. That's a free kick. Brilliant from Mickey. Brilliant tackle. I'm back on Tuesday. Well, enjoy your last few days out there, my man. Tyler says, I love Paulini. Yeah, I really like him as well.
Yeah, he's had a lively start. Probably the legs that maybe we needed in midfield.
Just don't give away anything stupid. Nah, well done, Richie. Fucking brilliant, Richie. And he hoofs that as well. Go on, Richie. Let's go up again. And again, brilliant, Richie. And stays down. Yep, brilliant.
Well done.
Now that's defensive work from Richie. It's brilliant. Our defenders are like strikers, and our strikers are like centre-backs. If we just switch them around, could be onto something here. That's just brilliant from Richarlison. 3 times there on the end of clearing that. He's probably asked Vicario for half his clean sheet bonus off the back of that one. Yeah.
A bit of rich housery, says Limpy Down Under. Some great rich housery.
Well, Jack, it's only 12 o'clock where Paul is, so how many beers is he allowed today?
If you're coming back on Tuesday, probably got to get him in now. You only got so many days left of the vacation. It's probably better as well, before you get home, maybe sober up a little bit before you get home. But so, when you're kind of in the middle of it, best time to also Saturday weekend.
Yeah, let loose.
Especially while it's warm outside, 30 degrees. That sounds absolutely lovely.
You'll see on the news later on, breaking image, a guy lost control of himself on the cruise, running around naked with a tie around his head.
Spurs fan has commandeered the ship. He's taken over as the captain.
Playful Spurs loses it in the Caribbean.
No, he's probably exactly. He's taken over the ship. Spurs fan holds entire carnival hostage. Entire carnival cruise hostage.
Spurs fan celebrates way too much after Brentford win.
Shawnee Hurl, big up Sean, says, come on, you Spurs. Best I've seen all season. I think easily the best performance all season.
When have you seen me and Jack smile and laugh like this all season? It's been brilliant to watch.
It's just been faultless, Sean. 100% faultless. Andrew Burnett saying, glad I get to listen to you all over, y'all over in the game. Comms. Really appreciate you, Andrew. Very, very generous, man.
Appreciate that, Andrew. Very, very kind of you. Very kind. I do understand it when it comes to others, like that's what I used to do with We Are Tottenham TV. I used to turn off, the commentary and sort of listening to, because to be honest with you, I'm a Spurs fan. I just want to hear Spurs people talking from a Spurs perspective. That's why I used to do it rather than have to talk about the other team and stuff like that. But I don't know why you guys do it to me. I understand with Jack, he's got a soothing sort of voice, but with me, mine's so sort of, I don't know, makes your ears prickle, no? Appreciate it though, Andrew.
13 shots Spurs have had, by the way, which is also just brand new territory for us to compare.
Honestly, we're going to have to give Frank a headache.
Brentford had two shots.
We're going to have to give Frank a headache tablet and lie him down with a wet flannel across his forehead after this.
Seriously.
He's going to see some of the low-risk shots we've taken, and he's going to have to lie down.
It's brilliant. He's got vertigo.
yeah. Oh, no, Kudos. Don't start thinking about now. Let's get a third before we do that. Oh, no. Can Mickey hold this?
Thiago, he does well there. Romero, what a challenge. What a challenge.
Oh, look at him when he's giving the chest pump as well. That's what I'm talking about, Ron Bomulus. And he's bollocking Kudos as well. Brilliant. Oh, look at this. It's similar to Mickey Van de Ven.
What
this
a challenge.
We have got the best centre-back partnership in world football on their day. That's what I probably should have added in. On their day.
Just unbelievable defending there from Romero. Van de Ven has saved us on one occasion, and now Romero has as well.
Yeah, it's been beautiful.
And I mean, they've only had these little bits and pieces to try to get back into the game, but now they've saved us twice. So fair play to the defenders; they're getting their money's worth.
Daniel Larson, okay, maybe, just maybe, you were right. On their day, Tyler. Yeah, people starting to come around. Nice.
Get there, Xavi.
West Coast Spurs. Jack has the smooth voice. You bring the passion. Well, look, a lot of people prefer actually Jack's reactions when we score goals. Because he's so sort of, I don't know what it is, he just lets loose his eyes. Everyone loves all you see is Jack's eyes. That's all you see in the comments.
Bulging eyes. Really
I'm
great
like,
play
what?
from Xavi.
Whenever I see them comments, I'm like, are we in a nightclub? People trying to flirt with you or something? What's going on here? He's been outstanding there. Man of the match today, Xavi.
Really great work rate from him.
The dilemma is, what do I do for dinner? I think I should keep it relatively healthy, though. I was out for dinner yesterday. Had an Indian, so I got to keep it relatively healthy today.
Come on, Colo.
Go on, Colo. Oh, well done, Colo.
Play him in.
Oh, well done,
Kudus.
Play Colo. Ref, can we get him to let
Kudus
go over,
there.
please?
Pedro, find Xavi.
Oh,
Kudus.
Colomboani's limping.
He's limping, or his shoelaces are untied.
Don't put it out. Come on, keep going. Oh, block.
Get
Go
there,
on, Richie.
Rich.
Go on, Rich. Oh, how's he giving that out? No way, ref.
Richie just laying into Coyote there. Wilson Odebear. Oh, this could get dangerous.
Oh, King Huddle. I was wondering when you were going to pop up today.
Pick up King.
He says, don't want to hear any Frank out BS if we lose to Liverpool. I would argue in years gone by, you could make the case, yeah, that'd be harsh. But this Liverpool side should be beating them. Nah, I'm only messing with you, King Huddle. I'm only starting the part.
Well, it's sort of like Newcastle, where I started going to the Liverpool game, probably hoping we just don't get pumped like we had the last few times we played them, we've just gotten absolutely shredded by them. So it's sort of like Newcastle, where if we can manage a point, I'll be pretty happy, to be honest.
Maybe if we beat them, we could get slot sacked, maybe.
Yeah, that would be great.
That'd be brilliant.
Wilson Odebear has come on. I feel like I'm excited to see him, because
fresh into this, Jack. Goal 3 and 4 is coming with him on the pitch now.
And they have to go for it, Brentford, so you think there will be a lot of space for Wilson.
We've managed that middle period nicely. Now it's just about going and killing them off now.
Romero, incredible touches there.
Oh, great. Go on, Mickey. Brilliant from Mickey. Richie,
good lovely
ball.
layoff from
Xavi Simmons. Play him.
Like Wilson.
Oh, Wilson was there.
Yeah,
gives it on to Kudus, though. Come on, Mo. He's in space here. Can he beat his man?
Sir! Good defending.
Yeah.
It's good defending there. Kudus trying to
He's just not meant to score today, Kudus. It's a shame, because he clearly feels like there's one there for him. It's just not going for him. He's trying too hard. Oh, brilliant.
Absolutely bullying Brentford. Some of these 50-50s that we've won today been absolutely
no,
bullying.
Mickey. Oh, fucking hell, man.
Great.
Oh, you put my heart in my mouth there, Mickey.
Gotta trust them. Maybe at this stage you do maybe take off Kudus, though, just because you can give him a rest. We know maybe Frank probably does want to see him get a goal, really. Maybe that's part of it.
King Huddle, I'll give Frank more time if he keeps doing this. If he keeps setting up the team to go out with this intent. No problem. If he doesn't, I'll be calling it back out again. Great. Paulinho.
Gets a foul.
Doesn't want to draw a free kick there, actually. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in.
Tony saying Arsenal lost, Chelsea tied. So far, it's turning into a great weekend. 100%, Tony.
Let's see where we end up in the Premier League table if it ends like this. Back in the top half, surely. Everton are in 5th. What the fuck is going on this year? Well, move up to 8th. That's respectable. Brilliant. Everton in 5th. Their fans, they literally almost be having vertigo in that city.
Yeah, seriously.
They haven't been that high
since boo more than we have.
Formed the David Moyes.
Yeah, they were booing more than we have in the last few years. Everton. The Everton boo, the Everton moan, I think it was called. It's very common.
No, King Huddle, there is caveats. You see, this is the problem with someone like you. Today isn't just down to the players turning up because they feel like it. He's clearly took the handbrake off. He's allowed bodies to flow forward. His tactics have been different today. More of that, you buy it. If we see we do have the capability to do this, and he puts the handbrake on again going forward, then, the knives will be back out. So you can say no caveat, but I'm sorry, we live in football where it's a results-based industry. It's just the way it is. If you don't like that, then that's on you. But, it's the industry we're in.
Limpy Down Under responding to King Hoddle saying, before this game, I was very worried because we haven't seen this kind of style of play at all. But Frank has given the players the freedom to play their style. I think exactly what Dave was saying there.
Exactly.
Kudos.
We've also got Tony Olo in the house. Arsenal lost. Oh, yeah, you read that. Sorry. Big up, Tony.
Big up, Tony. Really generous support, man. Really appreciate you.
You a betting man, Tony Olo. It seems like you strike me as a guy that sits there and has a few cheeky bets on the weekend.
Oh, Wilson!
Oh, Wilson, can he get there?
Oh, damn it, Keller. A few times he's rushed out of his box. Get it pumped, Vic. There we go. Good header from Pedro. Kevin Schade plays it down the line to Jensen. Whips it in. Terrible cross.
What I meant by someone like you, King Hoddle, is I didn't mean it in a rude way. What I sort of meant is like, I'm not one of these, like, you may be one that maybe is like willing to give the manager any amount of time regardless. I'm not. Like, it's a pressure result. It's elite level, it's elite level sports. It comes with pressure. It comes with demands. It's all results based. And that's the way I see it. I didn't mean it as in a rude way towards you. And I understand it may come across that way, so I apologize. Oh, come on. Come on, Spence.
Oh, he plays him in. Well,
come on, Wilson. Oh, save. Oh, kudos. Yes! Mo! Take the seat. No. I love the fact we have the stool ready and waiting as well.
Whoever handed him the stool, that's class. Whoever handed him the stool.
Let's get a VAR check here, though. I'm not entirely convinced. Can we get a VAR check here?
Because he was behind the goalkeeper, right? You're not allowed to be behind the goalkeeper. He's onside here. Oh, no, Wilson is offside. That's a shame. Great touch and control and finish from a difficult angle. Oh, he wants that stool.
So bad. I love the fact that we just have it ready. Straight away, who was it? The steward just gives up. Here you are.
They should just put like Kudus' name on the stool as well. That'd be class.
What we actually need to
motivate
do is get a little throne. Here we go. Come on, Pappy.
That'd be super funny to have in your house.
Anzo.
You have a Spurs themed Kudus stool. Yeah. Like they're missing the trick. If Daniel Levy were still here, we probably would have one of those on the Spurs shop.
King Hoddle, it's YouTube bollocks. Well, you spend your time around the YouTube, so I don't think it's bollocks. And look, at the end of the day, the pressure has been on Thomas Frank. I'm not going to argue with that. It's if the majority of fans are saying it, and it's not just on YouTube, it's all over socials, fans that go to games and stuff like that. It's people that like you just try and point it out to be YouTube bollocks because you disagree with the other side of the argument. But at the end of the day, it's match day going fans. It's across all socials, so I'm not having that. And
I don't even know why you're trying to have a pop at people.
You're doing what all the, you're doing what all the some of the people used to do for Ange. The minute you get one win and we play well for one game, all of a sudden you're back out, starting arguments and stuff. But you're the very same person that when people are giving out about how we're performing, to sit there and ask for unity and stuff like that. So don't come in with that fucking BS. At the end of the day, 3 wins and 14 in the build-up to this. I was unhappy. I have every right to be. But as you can see, today we're playing well. I'm trying to be happy and get behind it. And you're trying to start arguments.
Archie Gray. The psychopath has been replaced by Danzo. I love you, Romero, says K32. My psychopath, 100%. And then James Coffey. Really appreciate you, Jamesy. Yeah, Tyler is right, though, saying smart taking Romero off since he's on a yellow. Completely agree. And it's good to get Danzo some minutes while you can. James Coffey, though, saying finally the refs are booking players for fouling Xavi Simons. He's been getting abused in some games since he arrived in the league and rarely gets a foul, in my opinion. That's actually fair. As much as we've sometimes criticized him for being a bit weak, there have been times where I feel like he has just been getting, like, mauled by a defender, and then the referee's just telling him to get up. And so I do kind of agree with that. It's kind of, there have been some times where I have felt a little bit for him where it's like, surely that is a foul.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is the thing. The Premier League hardens you, and I think he's
what a
probably.
challenge.
I think he's getting used to it. I think he's just now getting used to having to deal with that. That the Premier League is just going to harden you as a player.
Well, you get
Good layoff.
you do. Oh, brilliant! Come on,
Jed
Spence.
Spence
Space
gets
is
forward
here.
here. Still got legs in him,
Can you
Jed.
find Wilson? It goes on the outside.
Right across. Go, Sar! Can't get out of
Sar!
it.
Oh, it's saved.
Oh,
Jesus,
he
this
took
could have
like
been
3
5 or
touches
6
there.
today.
Couldn't get out of his feet. Pedro!
Paro puts it back across. Someone.
Sar!
Sar! Keller has pulled off
how
3 or
about the
4
Sar? He
worldies.
basically had an open net. I don't know why he didn't hit it first time.
Keller has pulled off 3 or 4 saves like that today. This could be 5 or 6 today. This is brilliant. Spence, great ball across. Sar
hit it
couldn't. He
first
just couldn't
time.
get out of his feet, Jack. He tried to take a touch and it got stuck under his feet, and he had to take a second one. He just couldn't get it out. Look, one touch.
But I mean, why is he taking a touch there? Shouldn't he be hitting it first time?
Yeah, he probably should be.
Right to the nuts of Keller.
Unlucky. I think he tried to take a touch and compose himself. But very well pointed out, James Coffey, with Xavi Simons. Spot on.
Yeah. To show sympathy towards him, I do feel like there have been times where he has been getting clattered and he doesn't get the call. I agree, James. I wonder where that was. That probably was one of the highest XG chances this game. That one for Pop Montasar. Xavi Simons tracking back really well there, though. Richarlison is absolutely running his nuts off here. Down the line to Ouattara. Jed Spence.
Brilliant.
What a challenge from Jed.
Well
Incredible
done, Jed.
defending from Jed Spence.
It's fucking brilliant.
Pedro Porro's loving it.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Jed. Porro, yeah, he's going berserk behind him, amping him up.
Lazy 8 saying, where have these left-footed deliveries from Jed Spence been hiding? Yeah, seriously.
I know, yeah, I know.
Great point. Great point, Nick. He's been getting forward, like, plenty of times in games when he has had opportunities to get forward, sort of seems to have turned backwards. And then this game, he's just, every opportunity he's had to get forward, he's done it. And then, like you're saying, he is putting in crosses as well. Wilson, fine Archie Gray.
Unlucky. 6 minutes left. I wonder we will get a third. Gee, it could have been 4 or 5 today. It's a shame.
Yeah, it easily could have been 4 or 5.
Well
good
done,
clearance from Archie Gray. Charleston, great touch.
Hold it, Richie. He's getting up ahead.
Yeah, get a foul. Earn a foul here. Well done. Fall over the class. That's vintage for Charleston right there. Vintage for Charleston.
Well done, Richie.
That is vintage. Classic where Charleston bundle over.
Come on, let's get a third here. Let's seal it off nicely. Good game management second half, though. Vicario tries to go along. Not accurate enough.
K32 saying, how important was that draw versus Newcastle? Now, I mean, I think we said before this week, get 4 points. Take a bit of pressure off yourself. That was the requirement, I think, this week was to get 4 points, and he's done it.
Yep, that was the expectation put on. It's been delivered. Can't have any complaints. None whatsoever.
And then I think he has delivered in that, this game kind of needed to be a good performance as well. It needed to be a win and a good performance. And whereas with Newcastle, I think it was just kind of like, yeah, can we just manage a point? And we luckily did, thanks to Romero's heroics.
Yeah. You'd argue maybe that's one that Frank got right then in terms of selecting him as captain, right? It's weird, actually, because, he stepped up in a big moment for him. Good ball in behind for Richie.
Spurs keep on attacking, though, which is nice to see. We're not sitting back at all.
Good ball into Xavi, man on.
See if you can square it to Paulinho.
Oh.
Richie didn't want it. He's gassed. I think
Richie
everyone's
is gassed up there now. Paulinho's looking for it, though. Xavi's on it. Looks to cut in. He's going to crack it. Lays it off for João.
Lovely stuff from Xavi.
Spence. Right-footed this time, Nick.
Wilson
Oh.
tries to play back in.
Should have went for the overhead there.
Yeah.
Could've learned
Overhead
from
or try to
Richie
bring it
Romero
down. I'd
this
try to
year.
bring it down. Ooh,
Oh,
Danzo,
no.
a little clumsy. Mickey Van de
Mickey Van
Ven.
de Ven.
He's
Fucking
cleared it
pokes
out of the
that.
stadium.
That one's gone down to Chicken.
He's cleared it out of the stadium.
Brilliant.
That's also the love being a defender, is when you get those moments just to absolutely pump it.
Absolutely brilliant. It's
I want to know
proper
the
old
height of
school
that.
defending.
It's probably
That's
knocked down a
proper
plane.
old
That
school
it's probably
defending.
a plane height. He hit that so high into the sky. Probably hit a Brentford fan on his way out of the stadium.
Probably some guy passed out down the high street. This ball's dropped out 70 yards out of the air out of nowhere. Straight on top of him.
I do
Probably
like
got
though
into a
that
beer
I do
garden.
like
There's
that we
probably
haven't
clinks
sat
going
off.
everywhere.
I do like that we haven't sat off at all in the second half.
It's been relentless all game in terms of work rate and stuff like that. It's been brilliant today. It's been a good watch. It's been enjoyable. You know, that's part and parcel of football. You want to enjoy what you're doing and what you're watching. Can we just see it out, though? No mistakes here. Fuck.
Phew.
Side post. Got away with that one. Come
Yeah,
on,
that was
Spurs. See it
just-
out. Let's get the clean sheet.
The clearances there were a bit dodgy. I think Poro's clearance wasn't great. Archie Gray also misses the header here. Or sorry, Van de Ven does. Archie Gray gets pinned back. Luckily, though, if Igor Thiago doesn't score tonight, we might be crushing his confidence a little bit. And a battle between Richarlison and Igor Thiago for the Brazil team.
Yeah.
Richarlison getting his goal. Also probably just having a good performance in general. Wonder if Carlo Ancelotti is watching.
Chinwag Spurs says, amazing what can happen when you give it a go, eh, Dave? I know, exactly. This is what I've been saying. You know, and I've sort of landed on the opinion that, yeah, Frank can come in and help improve this team by adding the weapon of the set pieces, the throw-ins and the defensive structure, but he's going to let this team play on the front foot at the end of it. It's what it's been built to do.
Playful Spurs, Paul Connor saying, to me, this seems like it's the best performance at home all season. Let's hope this form continues at home. 100%. Easily the best game at home. Probably one of the best performances of the season, really, in general.
Slavia Prague now midweek, win that. Things are looking good then.
I'd argue this one is almost better than the Man City game.
Well done, Richie. Well done, Richie. It's brilliant work rate. It's got to be a corner. No?
Everton beating Forest 3-0.
That's insane. That's insane. Jesus Christ. Moisey, eh? He was a good fit for them. I remember he got them to Champions League. I remember watching them against Villarreal and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
really
right.
good
He
team
was,
back then.
during the Everton era of being, there's that period where they kept finishing in around 6th and 7th.
And to break that top four at the time as well was huge. Well done,
Vic. He's
Well
had
done,
nothing
Vic.
to do tonight. It's been really nice.
Right, Jack, man of the match. Who are we going with today? We can do a poll again.
Richarlison, Xavi Simons. I'd say Mickey Van de Ven. I know he probably won't win it, but I actually think he's had an incredible game. Van de Ven. He's made so many amazing challenges. And probably someone else from midfield. Bentancur had a really good game, but he didn't play for longer than 60 minutes. Archie Gray has had a really solid day, but I don't know if it's man of the match worthy. I mean, you did mention this, so like no one's had a bad game, which is I'd say Jet Spence actually. I'd go Jet Spence as well. So I'd go Jet Spence, Mickey Van de Ven, Xavi Simons, and Richarlison. That's what I'd go with. I don't think you can miss
Spence
with
is
that.
a great shout. I think Spence. I could argue, could you put Mwani in there? But, you know, I'll go with Van de Ven. One of the centre-backs have to go in. They've been brilliant today as well. You're spot on. Right, guys. So the four is Simmons, Richarlison, Spence, Van de Ven. If there isn't a player in there, that should be blame Jack.
Come on, Jed. Oh, trying a little too much there.
Let's get your votes in for man the match, people. The poll is up.
I'm surprised it's 7 minutes, though. I'm really confused as to why that is. I feel like there hasn't been actually any real stoppages. It's not like there's been a VAR check or anything. So I'm very surprised it's been 7 minutes. Also, we didn't. There were no goals scored in the second half. No goals scored in the second half. How is it 7 minutes?
They got encouraged by Brentford's missed opportunity a minute ago, and they're giving them time to nick something.
They're on Liverpool time here, Brentford. being given a bunch of extra minutes. Or maybe just the referees or whoever love watching this version of Spurs that they're willing to give us more time. They don't want it to end. They don't want the game to end. They're enjoying watching us play. Another ball in behind for Thiago. Touches it over the top to Shada. It's a good hold-up play, to be fair. Really well done again from Jed Spence. Alrighty, boys. Win this corner. Game is over. You win this corner, game is over.
Get your talking points in as well. We will also be putting up a post-match reaction today as well, guys, along with a Twitter reacts tomorrow, which is going to be fun, by the way, because that point out before the game. Hopefully we can do it in a winning manner today, Dave. It's more enjoyable, and you're absolutely spot on. If there's any points you want us to touch on in the post-match, obviously we're going to sit around here for a while and discuss with you. But if there is any points you would like us to maybe get into a bit deeper on the post-match reaction, just put it in and let me know.
If not, we
do a good job anyway. Well done, Xavi. Fucking brilliant kick. Can you get his head up and feed him again? It's another good ball in behind.
It's a brilliant ball as well to Wilson.
He's got Jed Spence riding through the middle here. Cuts inside. Oh, sits him down. Taking too much out of it now. Slowed it right down. Archie Gray.
Jed Spence wanted to score there, you could tell.
Yeah, badly. When you see your left back marauding through the middle like that, he's dying for a goal.
He's had an incredible work rate tonight, Jed Spence. Xavi Simons also had a brilliant ball to Wilson Odegaard. It was perfectly weighted.
And the fact that he won the header as well.
Yeah. No, he's done really well physically tonight. Xavi Simons, he hasn't looked weak at all. Paulinho.
Good ball movement here by Tottenham.
Love it.
Brilliant from Paulinho.
Xavi.
Stick that one in your analysis.
See, that's actually probably, I agree with James Coffey from earlier. That's like a challenge that Xavi Simons would have received earlier on this season, and it wouldn't be blown as a foul. And then maybe because he's had such a good game today that now he's been given that. Because I feel like he has received challenges like that before, and then it wasn't given as a foul. He was told to get up. Comment here from PMG 1986. Great show today, gents. I've really enjoyed it. I'm glad you have, PMG. Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for picking us as your watch-along destination. I mean, how can you not be happy as a Spurs fan tonight?
Yeah.
And like I said, faultless performance. Literally nothing I could be critical of whatsoever.
Exactly. Game plan, spot on. Look, team selection, bit worried about at the start. Turned out to be spot on. Players turned up today. Goals, the clean sheet. It's been absolutely brilliant today. More of this going forward. This is what I can get behind for sure. Not a bad ball in. Corner kick, no?
Flying header.
Why not?
Steve D saying you can't ignore how poor Brentford have been away from home all season, but the movement up front has been encouraging. Maybe I'm being happy-clappy here, but I think it's more the case of us making Brentford look poor than really Brentford being that poor, to be honest. Because there have been a couple of occasions where they have had some breakaways, and I think then we've answered the call defensively. Like Romero and Van de Ven have put in some amazing challenges. So has Jed Spence. So it's not like they've been terrible, Brentford, I would say.
I don't want the midfield to get lost today, by the way. Archie Gray and Bentancur were brilliant in the middle of that part. Getting on the ball, brave, running forward, playing forward. Paulinho's done a bit more the same since coming in. Amongst all the players, the defence and that's going to get the praise. Got to praise the midfield today as well. It's been fucking brilliant.
Maybe I would put it this way too, Steve D. I've seen us play worse than Brentford have today. Maybe is the way I would put it. I think Brentford have actually shown more today than we have in some other performances. Like we've played more shocking football than they have today.
Yeah.
In the past, obviously not today, but I mean, like some of the games where we've watched us and we're like, Jesus, like we can't do anything. Like Brentford they haven't looked absolutely awful, I would say. They don't look useless. I think they've just been maybe part of it was maybe it's Keith Andrews or maybe it's the players. I don't know if they expected us to maybe really be this attack minded and be this aggressive. I think we really caught them off guard.
Yeah, massively.
I think they thought this would be. I think I even joked, and I heard someone make a joke. Just a second dangerous chance there.
Oh, well done. Is that Mickey Van de Ven again?
Yeah,
that's fucking unbelievable. You're right to put me in man of the match. That's unbelievable.
I think they probably thought. I think I heard someone make a joke of this, so it's not maybe my thinking, but I think someone made a joke that there was a chance this was going to be a really cagey game.
Yeah,
knowing how Thomas Frank plays, how Keith Andrews plays, and it's been the opposite. It's been very fun to watch. So
But
I think we caught them off guard.
I think what we're seeing here today, though, Jack, is, because I think what we're seeing is hopefully the Spurs fan base and Frank coming together and everyone's giving up a little. Like, it's being accused that Spurs fans have an agenda against Frank and stuff like that. They just want him out at all cost. But I think more so we were unhappy with the style of what we were watching. And we were asking him to give a little bit more, in terms of meet us halfway. And he's done that today. And if this can continue going forward, it takes the pressure off. Spurs fans will be happy with what we're watching. He's put Xavi in there. He's shown a lot more intent today. More of this. He will get buy-in. This is what we want to see as Spurs fans. This is what we expect to see, And like I sort of argued with Frank coming into this football club, Jack, that, he should have looked at this team and said, right, it's clearly built to play on the front foot football. But let me bring in my defensive, where I can't help is the defense, adding in the throw-ins, adding in the set pieces and stuff. And if I can keep that on the front foot nature, he's on to a winner. He doesn't have to come in and drastically go, I want to play the way I played at Brentford. No room about it. Because coming into this game, everyone was going, we don't have the quality to play this sort of football. But when you take the handbrake off and you allow them to go and play and you allow these four players to go and express themselves, look how good we can be to watch.
Yeah.
I just want to see more of this. This I can get behind. We were aggressive out of possession today. Something I've accused us, and I've pointed out coming into this game how much we sit off the opposition. Look at this two Spurs fans sitting there right there. They're going home and they're making babies tonight. Look at that. You know what I mean? They're shagging tonight. This is what a performance like this, playing football the right way, can do for you. We don't have to set up the way we have done in previous weeks where we've sat so far off teams. We've allowed them to come all the way up to the edge of our box with the ball, where we have no game plan out of possession. This team is clearly built for on the front foot football. And there was always an element where Frank was going to have to learn that and adapt. Hopefully he's learned his lesson from this today. And we see more of this going forward. Now, with Xavi Simons, everyone's gone, we don't have that player. We do. He just hasn't played him. He played him today. The reason why we scored 2 goals, he scored one and set up one. You know what I mean? So play the players you're given, extract the best out of them. Mawani, fucking unbelievable down that left-hand side today. Kudos, brilliant down that right-hand side today. So he does have the talent. He just hasn't used it correctly. Now, hopefully today is the day where he realises, hang on, this team can play this way. And if I bring my defensive structure around it, rely on Mickey Van de Ven and Romero like I have done today to make the challenges, I can salvage this and I can buy myself time and I can get this going moving forward. More of the same. Meet us halfway. That's all we're asking. Meet us halfway. A bit more of this. Now, I understand every game we can't do it against big teams. When they have more possession, naturally, you're going to sit off them a little bit. But show that aggression when we have possession. Release players going forward. That's what we've seen today. We've seen some fucking beautiful
finally, some beautiful football.
One touch, move the ball on. And that's because we allow players to get forward. And it all centered around Xavi Simons today. Now, look, I was one of them. I said at the start, it was going to take him time to adjust. But hopefully today is the day where he announces himself because he can really help Tottenham take moving forward. That's been the big source of frustration. And I understand it. I've watched Robbie Keane, Berbatov, Defoe, Gareth Bale, Lennon's, players like that. Even when we've had bad midfields, bad defences, we've always been a team that's been good to watch going forward. And that's something Frank hopefully understands today. Because to be honest with you, there's no booing today.
Yeah, seriously. People are shagging after today. People are shagging after today. There's no booing at all.
People are shagging now.
Get Spurs fans shagging again.
And it's hopefully Frank realizes this, that we are better than what we've been performing, than the way he set us up. And hopefully, you see it all come together today and we kick on. It's been a really positive sort of couple of days. That draw against Newcastle, although the performance was crap, we showed some fucking character, some resilience. Thomas Frank picking Romero, you would argue the fact that he stepped up, scored 2 goals that game when the pressure was really on, right decision. Today, the way we approach Brentford, completely correct. Take the handbrake off, get forward, go at them. More of that moving forward and we will be fine. What I don't want to see him to do now is revert back to what we've seen in previous weeks. We can't do that. We've shown today that we do have the players to lay a glove on the opposition and to rip them open when we want. You just got to allow them to go and do it. And this is what I've seen here today. Like you mentioned, Jack, it was perfect from minute 1 to minute 90. There was fuck all errors or anything you can point at, ropey moments, anything like that.
Yeah.
It was pure domination today because we got aggressive against them, pressed them, played forward, sent bodies into the box. More of this, people like me shut my mouth, and I'm behind the project.
100%. Well said. Q7 saying there's nowhere particularly to pick out today. It's just been a great overall team performance. I agree. I don't think anyone had a bad game. I think everyone was really brilliant on the evening. Um, Playful Spurs, Paul Connor saying might just be Brentford, but we went to Newcastle and got a draw. Normally Newcastle would have put 5 or 6 past us, but we held on, and now we've gotten a comfortable win at home. Maybe this is a turning point for the Spurs team. I think that was kind of the conversation all week was, can we get something from the Newcastle game? And then can we put in a really good performance against a Brentford team at home as well, which was crucial to put in a good performance at home to get the fans behind these players as well, and also just to get some confidence back into these players' heads as well. And I think we've achieved both. I think we've checked all the boxes maybe ahead of this week, and hopefully you can carry it on to next one against a Slavia Prague team, which should be very beatable as well. I think it'll be an exciting game, that one. I think we can potentially use this as a kicking point, to go forward from here. Drop kick your teacher saying we're back to winning ways. Lovely to see. K32 saying great win, important win, and top performance. Easily, I think. I mean, it's sort of comparable with the Man City game, but I think almost a better performance than even the Man City one. Like I said, there was just no period at all where it felt like Brentford were starting to dominate themselves or starting to really get back into the game. They had some like moments here and there, which any Premier League team will, but they were dealt with well by some really good individual defending from Romero and Van de Ven. But there was no period where I was really nervous about Brentford getting back into the game, to be perfectly honest. And Spurs had opportunities to put 3 or 4 past, really. Like we could have put 3 past them in the first half, and then there were other
Yeah.
opportunities in the second half where we could have made it 3-4 to make it even more comfortable. And I also really applaud the players because I know Thomas Frank is a defensive manager, and maybe I should applaud Thomas Frank for this as well. But didn't seem like the handbrake was pulled up at any stage in the second half. It's not like he put on an extra center back to see out a 2-0 lead or something like that. It's not like we saw all of a sudden them start to kind of camp in their half a bit more to sort of hold on to it, which, in other games maybe is the right approach, but this game, definitely not. This was the game where just for 90 minutes, really go at them. And they did that today, which I can definitely applaud as well. Something that we haven't seen really maybe that much because, to be honest, we've been losing at home a lot. But now that we were winning 2-0 up, there was definitely that temptation to probably sit back a little bit, but we didn't. We just kept going for them. And like I said, easily could have put 3 or 4 past them today. So one of my favorite performances of the season, K32.
Yeah. No, brilliant K32. And I think, look, I think today we found a good middle ground, actually, because before the arguments, Thomas Frank wasn't taking the handbrake off and his instructions are hindering us. And then also on the other side of the debate you had, we don't have the quality. It's not Thomas Frank's fault. But I think realistically today, I think we've found some middle ground, actually, on that sort of argument, on that sort of debate, that Frank can play this way when he wants to, and that we do have some of the quality players, some more quality players to be able to go and, beat teams up and, go at teams, especially teams like Brentford and stuff. We should have done the same to Fulham and stuff. And I think today we finally found some middle ground in that, there's been a bit of both, truth in both sides and stuff like that. And today we found good middle ground. Hopefully we can build on this and move forward now. Because no one wants to sit here and have these conversations about, having to get new players because what we've got is shite, or having to get a new manager because he's not doing the right job and stuff. No one really wants to be having these conversations. All we really want is just to show some consistency, win games of football. Yeah, you're not going to win every week, but just put in a good spirited performance, and that's what we can get behind. And today we've got that, more of the same moving forward. And we've got a good game midweek to be able to build off this, by the way. Slavia Prague, another team that we should go aggressive against and should be able to beat.
Similar performance needed.
Sort of build off the back of this. You do that, all of a sudden, you're mid-December, things are looking rosy again.
Yeah, I agree. I think what's nice about a Slavia Prague team is that you can sort of replicate a similar type of style and performance that you did today against that Slavia Prague team, and maybe get us into the comfort and the consistency of playing games like this at home. If we came up against a PSG or something the next game at home, you would have to probably think about playing a little bit differently, but that's what's kind of nice is a Slavia Prague side at home. Yeah, we should be able to sort of replicate a similar type of performance. I totally agree with that. AK Shaq saying, Dave is the matchmaker. Let's get the Spurs fans shagging again, in the stand. You want to make babies after performances like this. Stevie D saying, I've been very encouraged by the movement up front. it's been nice to see Kudus drifting all over the place and allowing the players to express themselves. I think definitely a lot of the players really were expressing themselves, and even maybe to Thomas Frank's dismay, a lot of shots actually taken from outside the box as well, which was just good to see. Of course, I don't think we really challenged the goalkeeper really with any of them, but maybe just doing that, it might be little thing to mention, but maybe just sometimes giving them that license to sort of just decide for themselves in certain situations and not just follow the instructions to a T, maybe was part of the catalyst for just seeing such a kind of open and expressive performance, from them.
But also, Jack,
Yeah.
we were brilliant in possession. But also, this is what I got to give credit for. How many chances, when you actually come to think of it, did we get in the second half, especially, of getting up, pressing them, and turning the ball over? Equally out of possession is what I'm trying to say, is we were just as good and effective in terms of creating chances as we were in possession. So it shows we can do this, and it's good. It's encouraging.
AK Shags with a very funny comment. I won't mention it just because I think I'll probably offend some people, but very funny comment from AK Shags. J Mac saying a win and the Woolwich losing as well. Very happy days. Great start to the weekend, J Mac. Great start. Tyler saying Xavi was incredible today. Let's hope he builds on it and continues. Totally agree. Dark Sun G, it's great to get a home win before the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Is it Liverpool next weekend, Dave, or is it Forest after next weekend?
I'm pretty sure it's Forest. I think the Liverpool one is a little bit more closer to Christmas. I think we've got Slavia Prague, then it's Forest, then it's Liverpool. So, Liverpool one is 2 weeks away, but we've got two games like Slavia Prague where you think we can sort of go and try and replicate similar to what we've done today. We're also at home. They're not going to survive on that big pitch. And then, against Nottingham Forest away from home. But with the way they play, you would argue, they're probably going to allow us to have the lion's share of possession. Yeah. So there's a similar opportunity to try and do what we've done today. And then all of a sudden you head into that Liverpool game with the 4-1 there on, believing you can win it.
Yeah, so, seriously.
There's a good opportunity over these next two games to continue what we've done today.
Let's say, too, if we beat Slavia Prague, too, Dark Sun G, it's just be the necessary confidence going into this congested fixture period. We mentioned it today on the pre-match buildup. What's kind of difficult about December and January is that if you are a team that's out of form, what can happen is that you really start to slip because you're just playing game after game after game. And if you're not playing very well either, it can be a little bit slippery, to be honest. So I think it's been good to see that Spurs have picked up a win today. And then if they can get another one against the Slavia Prague, let's say pick up a win against Forest, all of a sudden then, this team could really gather some momentum and gather some gas as well, where it can also be the other way. We've seen teams get absolutely undone in the December, January period because you're just playing games so often. And then if you're a team that's not really filled with confidence, it can get turned from bad really to worse really at times. So definitely agree with a lot of that from Dark Sun G. Kudus was my man of the match, says the Super Yid. I don't think anyone had a bad performance, to be fair. Everyone was great on the day. Dark Sun G saying it's great that we fixed the atmosphere before Sun comes to the game as well. Yeah, that would be a tough one for Sonny, I have to admit. If he sort of came back and, we weren't really in a great mood as a fan base or just didn't have a win like this one to reflect on, I think it's a very good timing for Sonny. I like that he's also picked, to come for that Slavia Prague game. I think a good choice of a game to show up in. And hopefully gets the warm reception. I'm not sure if you saw Dark Sun G, but I think they're putting up a mural of him as well. I think not too far away from the Harry Kane one, which is very classy touch, I think, by the football club and whoever as well in the local area that was willing to take that on. Very, very classy touch. Dropkick Your Teacher saying Frank's not off the hook or chopping block yet, but it's a step in the right direction. No more chopping and changing, please. Let the players attack and start Xavi Simons. Now, just on the chopping and changing, Dave, how many changes do you think you would make ahead of the Champions League game? Does he just continue with the same forward line? Does he give one of them a rest? What do you think? This has been the debate all season is, right? He's chopped and changed when things have worked, and then it maybe stopped any sort of chemistry being built.
No, I think that forward line, I think he's got to start and throw it out there for at least 60 minutes. He can sub off what he wants after that, and we should have the game done and dusted. Build up the confidence again, and then they'll be well rested then heading into the Forest game. I've made this argument all season. If you want these forward players to start linking up and attacking, you have to put out a combination out there that they can understand each other's game, build patterns of playing, where they understand, okay, when I get the ball, he's moving here, he's moving there. These are all real things that when you're playing in the game, that you realize the importance of consistency in the team selection. And
Hmm.
that's where I've argued all season. Frank hasn't helped these guys really settle in. It's not down to quality. It's down to just bad management up to this point. For me, it's about rolling now that we've got green shoots off this one, and it was similar to a forward line that he put out against Copenhagen. It's clearly the best one, this clearly worked today massively. Put it out there against Slavia Prague.
Yeah.
Simple as. For me, it's all about giving them consistency. And once they do that, we'll be a threat against any team.
Hmm. Q7 saying all four need to start. Only changes I would potentially make are to see Udogi come back into the team and also Paulinho. Jed Spence had an incredible performance, but you do wonder if he's feeling a little bit gassed after all those runs that he might have made today. Playful Spurs, Paul Connor checking out saying, right, guys, getting back to enjoying the beautiful weather in the Caribbean. Have a great night. I will have a beer for you all to celebrate a win. Come on, you Spurs. Love that, Paul. Glad to see that you're having a good time. And also glad to see that you can relax, while you're on vacation, knowing that Spurs have done the job this weekend. Silver Spurfer saying, what the F, guys, it's how is this not time to celebrate?
We are
We
celebrating.
won after a great performance. Maybe he's just talking to some people in the chat because I know Dave and I are absolutely in happy clappy mood. Big up to you, Silver Spurfer. Just taking some other comments here. Steve D and King Hoddle are going at it. Dark Sun G saying, I hope Sun picked the game because he did. If he did, is a true captain, because rumor was that he was going to come to the Liverpool game, but that game is AFCON as well with no SAR.
Oh, so sorry, yeah, I think clubs have to release their players by the 21st of December. So technically, actually, that's on the 20th of December. As long as they don't change it, technically, he can be available.
Yeah, I think Sonny probably just picked Champions League night, knowing that Sonny will be there probably as well, like you would imagine will increase attendance. A lot of people would probably want to be there to see Sonny for his sending off. Since it is a Champions League night, you would expect it to be sold out, but we've heard like some of these midweek games, they're so late, and maybe against teams like Slavia Prague, there might be a few empty seats and the tickets are so expensive as well, but maybe knowing that Sonny's going to be there, it's a game that should be winnable for Spurs, makes it a very attractive one to go to, almost like a homecoming type of game really for him. So yeah, hopefully it's a great send-off for him and hopefully a really encouraging one as well. Dark Sun
Just
G.
quickly, maybe I got it wrong. Dark Sun G saying it's the 15th. Let me just double check that.
I think it
Dark
is
Sun
the
G could be
15th,
right,
but I
yeah.
think the games start on the 21st, but then they're being asked to, of course, show up to training camp and stuff like that before the games. Yeah, I think a lot of it, I think it's the 15th, so that they're given some time before the actual games start taking place.
But anyway, it doesn't matter about Papamata Sargon because Frank took him out of the lineup and doesn't use him anymore.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be using them.
You're right. It's the 15th. Yeah, 15th.
Really appreciate the support, Dark Sunji. Good to have you with us, man, for this game. Good to finally be talking about a win as well, Dark Sunji. It's been a while, let's be honest. Shawnee Hurl saying, wow, boys, a whole 2.15 XG today. Yeah. Oh, we're getting greedy now, Shawnee. We're getting greedy. Feels way too good to have this type of XG.
It's the season to be jolly.
Yeah, absolutely love that. Just taking some more comments here as well. Xavi has to start the next. I think you have to play Xavi consistently. Like, I think today he was buzzing with confidence. You could tell, he was just growing and growing and growing in confidence. I think you do play him in the next game. Maybe he doesn't need to play the whole 90 minutes, but you play him in the next game and then you play him against Forest. Yeah. I have agreed with that with Spurs fans saying like, you just have to give him a good run of games so that he can build that confidence. I have said as well, though, like, let's be frank, like there have been opportunities he's been given that maybe he didn't necessarily take. But since he was brought in for such a significant fee, since we have been lacking creativity, since we have been lacking that sort of presence in those number 10 spaces and those half spaces of the midfield, we've been needing him to show up. And so the way you do that is just play him consistently, even if he isn't necessarily taking those chances. But today he did, and Thomas Frank better not be taking him out for the next game. At least give him 50 minutes, 60 minutes, against Slavia Prague tomorrow.
Look, I was one of them when we signed Xavi Simons, Jack, that I sort of warned about everybody saying this guy's going to be our savior. It's going to take a while for this guy to adapt to the Premier League. But I don't think Frank has helped them adapt. Like I said earlier on in the games when he's hanging out off the left, to introduce him into the Premier League and the physicality, play him off the left-hand side. That's where he feels comfortable in getting space. He didn't do that. He just took him straight out of the team. For instance, he went like 4 games without even starting a game and stuff. And, I get that maybe he wasn't Thomas Frank's first choice, but he asked for a player of that caliber, of that ability, because he wanted an Eze, he wanted a Gibbs White. And when you look at the stats, and look, this is what really changed my mind on Xavi Simons in this one. And that's why, sometimes you can have a certain opinion, but sometimes things come, to light, and, you sort of look at it. You can either choose to ignore it, or you can sort of take it on board in your analysis. And when we read the stats out about Xavi Simons heading into this game, our win percentage, how much more goals we scored in the 9 games he started compared to the 9 games when he didn't. We didn't even win 1 game. It goes to show that, we are clearly a better side, especially going forward with him in the team. And what was our biggest problem coming into today? Going forward. You put him in today, automatically he solves that problem, which means Thomas Frank has got it wrong when it comes to Xavi Simons, and that he needs to find a way to get the guy into the team and play him. This is the guy that's going to unlock us going forward.
100%.
And to be fair, I've changed my mind on Xavi Simons as we've gone along, and today sort of cements it that I think, changing my opinion.
There's a player in there.
There's a real player in there that, for instance, I think you should be building the base of your midfield off behind, because, and the rest of your forward line around. He's gonna be the guy that's gonna unlock you. With him, he has the ability to unlock different players across the front line, not just the same routine or the same pattern or the same way to goal. He can get on the ball. He's feeding Kudos today. He's feeding Richarlison. He's feeding Mawani. He opens the attack and gives you different avenues. He makes you a lot less predictable. Yes, I understand the physicality and stuff, and at times he's been knocked off the ball easy. Yes, I've been pissed off with some of the stupid flicks. But the reality is, when you're bringing in a player like him, you have to give him the freedom to go and express himself and find his feet. And that's where I think Frank's got it wrong. And hopefully he realises now, in order for us to play this football that Spurs fans want, that many of us are appeased by today, you got to play Simons. Simple as. And I know Tyler's going to cane me on that one, but Tyler, given evidence coming to light, I'm changing my opinion.
Flexibility. Spill versus Spur, plenty of great chances to put through more. Where has this home form been all season? Totally agree. J-Mac saying now we need to continue the approach in this game and build on a decent performance. Leighton Evelyn saying you guys are being delusional, saying this was a brilliant game. It was low quality, but it went the best happy clapper there is, Leighton Evelyn.
I do understand where Leighton's coming from, though, and I think he sort of expressed that earlier on as well. It's like, but what I would say to Leighton is I understand where you're coming from, in the sense that could we have gone and scored more, some of our finishing better on the day? Of course, but we had 3 wins coming into this in 14 games. We were coming out with like 0.06 XG. We weren't laying the gloves. So the reality is there could be an element where people are getting carried away today. But just allow us, man. We're winning. That's all we want to do. Allow us to enjoy it, buddy.
Allow it.
Look, I could be brought that back down to earth against Slavia Prague midweek. That's why I say to people with Tottenham, we're so unpredictable right now. Enjoy the highs when they're here.
Roy Park saying, boys, a better performance, but we should have actually scored more with the chances we created in the second half. Sarr missed an absolute sitter. I mean, listen, I still think, we have the tendency to be a little bit wasteful, but if you create enough chances, goals will eventually go in, Roy Park. And then Stateside Footy saying 2 things. 1, Thomas Frank finally found out how to use Xavi Simons off a turnover on the counter attack with the ball on his attacking foot, attacking the channels. 2, we look great playing some free-flowing football. 100%, Stevie. And really good to have you on the show earlier today. Really appreciate your support. Just kind of taking some other comments here as we're wrapping up. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's nice when you don't really have to over dissect it. I mean, it's just a faultless performance, really, from everyone, to be honest. There's no one that had a poor game. Vicario, for the most part, was relatively quiet, didn't have to do too much as well. It's kind of nice, too, that I felt like every time he received the ball, he didn't have to just pump it long like we've seen in so many games where he's not given any options to play it to, and then he's just pumping it long time after time after time and putting us under trouble. Everyone had a really solid day today, so it's actually a pretty easy performance, I think, to dissect and talk about, to be honest. Dropkicker teacher saying, even I'm not even being a doomer after this game. Very funny. Drop kick. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, Dave, I mean, anything to add, really? I guess we'll be doing a Twitter Reacts. We'll be putting on a match reaction as well for you guys to take a look at. But very good stuff from Spurs today. A great start to the weekend with Arsenal losing as well. I mean, everybody enjoy the rest of your weekends is what I would say.
Exactly, it's been a good weekend. Usually our weekend's ruined by now. The fact that we can go into the weekend, it's and the world is our oyster this weekend. It's not doom and gloom. We don't have to sit in and worry about all of Tottenham's problems. To be honest with you, I feared that if we lost this game, we'd have to do emergency streams tonight and tomorrow
Yeah, really.
because of so
Thank
many
God.
changes. And to be honest with you, on the run up to Christmas, I want to avoid that. Your
Yeah.
days off is about spending time with loved ones and family and stuff like that. And that's what I want to do with my days off. So thank you, Tottenham, for allowing me to do that this weekend. More the same moving forward. This is the sort of performance that I can get behind. Hopefully we carry that bravery into Slavia Prague. And look, I get that there's been a lot of divisiveness, and I get it. People's opinions, people believe, they have the right way to fix Tottenham's problems. We all do. That's why we're all here. That's why we give our opinions, even you guys at home and in the chat. But for one weekend, can we all just call a truce, wave the white flag, and rejoice? That would be lovely. Let's shag each other, like I said earlier on.
Get Spurs shagging again. Stevie Frazier just quickly embracing all the windows available to experience a bit of joy, guys. We should all be enjoying today. Completely agree. Super Yid saying Romero and Van de Ven were imperious today, that they were. AZ Spurs saying, guys, when you're starving, crumbs start tasting very good. Exactly.
Yeah,
Starving
exactly.
for a win today. Starving for a win today.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much, everybody. As Swim Master says, smash the like button as well, everyone. On the way out, please. We would really appreciate it. It just sends us out to more and more lovely Spurs fans. And we'll see you all very soon with the match reaction and as well as with Twitter Reacts that we'll put out tomorrow for you guys. And yeah, great win. Great weekend ahead, hopefully, for everybody. And we'll be back next week for the Slavia Prague game, which we hope we see very similar performance in. And then, like Dave said, we can go into the Christmas spirit, go into the holidays with a lot more optimism around Tottenham Hotspur, which is definitely what we all need. Let's be frank. No pun intended. We'll see you next time, everybody. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Winners are grinners, baby.